Friday night and we're in fucking Queens.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
Live from Barrage.
I can't do it. I can't do a radio show.
Will you please play the old sports song?
My goal in life is to break out of prison and open for Van Halen.
There's a fridge full of this Welch's grape soda if anybody wants some.
When I'm not picking on my gut, I'm listening to Live from the Barrage.
Midwest, fucking Europe, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out. This is my show.
I said O-R-I-A-M. That's my name from the other end.
Hey, everybody, this is Conan Neutron.
No, you just suck on it.
Fuck the audience.
What's your favorite radio station?
Live from the Barrage.
What kind of psycho logs into this shit?
Don't drink Seagram's Escapes.
1 pound feet.
It's gonna ever keep me down.
Live from the Barrage.
I saw The Grateful Dead twice.
You are listening to Live from the Barrage.
For some reason, this reminds me of when Slim Goodbody came to my grade school.
You are full of shit.
Let me do my show, for Christ's sake!
I have a great story.
Makes sense to me. What's wrong with you people?
John Houlihan, fuck you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Fuck me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Live from the Barrage here on Radio Nope. And you're lucky there's a show at all. I'm very tired. I just want to go to sleep. Can we cancel the show for today and go back to the music?
Let's go nuts.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week.
Because the light was on.
Did we ever figure out the lyrics to that?
There are no lyrics. It's just a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense, yeah.
It almost sounds like there are.
It's purposely... did we just score? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The second period has not started yet. Watching the Rangers-Penguins game, of course, the Rangers could win this game. If you don't care about hockey, I don't care. I'm going to talk about it for a minute. And Rangers win this game. They move on to round 2 of the playoffs, and it's all very exciting for me. Not so exciting for my friend Owen, who sits around crying about the refs all day.
I never want to see any of my friends upset or displaced in any way, shape, or form, even when it comes to sports for the most part. But for some reason, Owen's dismay makes me so fucking happy. Oh, this is the worst officiating ever, buddy. Blah, 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 blah.
Just the complaining about the refs is nonstop, and it's like, enough. It's annoying.
It's been habitual for years. Right. You know, it's not like this is a new thing. There was some shitty call or something like that.
Other things in the game to talk about besides the missed calls, the perceived missed calls. And yes, Dennis, we are watching the game, of course.
Yeah, one of those things perhaps is how dirty as fuck Pittsburgh's been.
And I pulled it out at dinner. We will be, yes, of course, we will be giving you all the action, telling you what's happening. I'm sure you're watching the game at home if you're a fan. But we'll be trying to tell you what happens, too, as we go along.
And I know you don't care about baseball right now, but holy fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I care.
They're losing right now, though.
I care.
I was going to say, aren't they down 2-0?
I think it's more than, I think it's 3-0 now. I'm not sure.
Oh, they're losing?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, guess who's going to Matt Harvey Day tomorrow?
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just assuming it's you.
Yeah, it's me. it's totally me.
Frank from Middle Village.
27,000 people. We don't know. We're going tomorrow.
I will be there, and I will be... I'll be in the belly of the beast, nice. Yankee Stadium.
It's a 4:05 start, you know.
I do.
Don't leave too early. Don't leave too late.
Well, I want to leave a little early because I'm bringing the kids, and it's bat day.
Nice.
Not that I really want Yankee bats, but hey.
You know, I've been to both Harvey starts so far.
Nice.
Yeah, I went Sunday also. It was fucking freezing.
Yeah, I heard it was cold.
Oh, my God. And when you're just sitting there and the wind's blowing on you, it gets even worse.
Yes, it does think. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little nicer than
And when
today.
your kids are complaining the entire time how cold they are, that's the fucking epitome of worse.
Oh, we went to a Giants game once, and it was cold and raining, and it never stopped raining the whole time. It was fucking miserable.
What, did you take your kids?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It was horrible. We left early. It was awful.
Sometimes you have to.
We were soaked. It sucked.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure you didn't mind leaving either. You would have stuck it out if you were without them, but it's kind of a relief.
I don't know. It was close. I never leave games early.
Yeah.
But that one was rough.
Yeah, me too. I get that from my dad. That he, even if they're losing 20-0, he'll stay to the ninth inning of the Mets game.
And I'm going with my father-in-law, and he always leaves early. He's got another thing coming tomorrow if he thinks we're leaving early.
Yeah, take separate cars. What can I tell you? You know?
Yeah. No, I'm going to be driving in. I'll probably behave myself and drink soda water.
Right. Mix it up.
I'm going to have a couple Shirley Temples.
I used to love those things.
And behave at the baseball game. How about that? How about that?
Oh, wait.
Was that Vin Scully?
Yeah. How about that?
Well, didn't I see, speaking of baseball, didn't I see it was fucking snowing in Detroit the other day during a game?
Yeah, it was snowing
like
during the baseball game. It's fucking crazy. It was like 30 degrees today, something, right?
Yeah, it was snowing yesterday when I was driving to work a little bit, too.
It was freezing out here last night. Hi, Ryan and Hairdo, by the way. These are the people that are with me. That's some descriptor.
Yeah.
These are the guys who are here. Hairdo and Ryan.
The other people with the microphones.
We wait on Tommy Rockstar, and I believe there will be no Mario, most likely, tonight. And Pat is taking a break. We're all entitled to take a break once in a while.
Sure.
He's on sabbatical.
He's on a radical sabbatical. He's taking the Sabbath elevator. Oh, by the way, did I tell you about this? My new refrigerator, because I have a new kitchen, I got new appliances. My new refrigerator has a Sabbath mode.
You're kidding me.
No, I swear to God.
What, it'll just open up every 20 minutes for you?
No, it plays Black Sabbath whenever I open it. Yeah, I don't know what it does, but you can program it to Sabbath mode if you're religious or whatever, and I guess you don't have to press the, I don't know, I have no idea. You don't have to press the ice machine button or something. I don't know how it works.
It's got a clapper in it. Every time you clap, it opens.
Yeah. Dumbest thing ever. Religion's so goofy. Can't push a button.
They're always coming up with crazy rules.
It's nuts. It's cooked out. It's kooky.
I don't understand what it could possibly do. Can we try it?
Yeah, you want to go inside and put it in Sabbath mode?
I do.
We'll do it later.
I really do.
You're going to have to wait till tomorrow to see what happens, though. Oh, no, it's tonight.
Tonight into tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow you got to walk to a synagogue.
Conan Neutron in the chat box saying it bites the head off the ice in Sabbath mode.
I'm just wondering, what could it do? Does every once in a while the door just flip open for an extended period of time and it's close again?
It's got no mechanism on it. I don't know. Maybe
It's got a built-in moil. You stick your dick in it.
It throws the cheese in the garbage.
You stick your wiener in there and Ozzy bites your foreskin off. Have you been following any of the latest Black Sabbath drama, Hairdo?
I sure have.
You have?
I sure have.
I see them going back and forth in public on Facebook, Ozzy and Bill Ward.
Oh, it's brutal, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. I think there's some things best left, behind closed doors, and this should be one of them. They're having bullshit arguments on social media, which is pretty queer as a standalone thing between people I know in general. Then to see
Brad says my fridge tours without its drummer.
Yeah, I guess Bill Ward swears he's calling it like it is, saying, because what happened, do you know the whole story that they didn't tour with him the time they didn't even record with him?
Right.
Right. It was I do 3 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, in 2012, I think. But on 11/11/11, they had a press conference, a big fucking to-do to announce the recording of the album and the following upcoming tour, and they had Bill Ward sitting at the press conference with them. So something happened, and Bill Ward, according to his side of the story, says that Sharon, I guess, because she's the manager of Black Sabbath or Ozzy, gave him an unsignable contract.
Right. I read that.
And he said, I'm not fucking doing it. Then soon after, the guys from Sabbath, the other remaining members, and I believe mostly Ozzy, I guess, because he does most of the interviews.
There was nowhere for him to sign. There was no space. He's like, where am I supposed to sign? They're like, I guess you're out, but there's no place to sign it.
So he said Ozzy was going around taking, interviews, I guess, even during the recording process and then even in the touring process, saying, well, he would ask about Bill Ward. And he said that Bill Ward was in no physical shape to record, let alone tour and play 2 hours a night and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Which
could be true. I mean,
he's an old dude. I mean, it's very possible.
He's overweight.
Right. And he said that, he wasn't at the time of the press conference, he was not in good shape.
Do they have to make him do a drum solo, though? I mean, come on.
Okay, you saw the thing where they said, and you need to do a drum solo? Give me a fucking break, man.
You're in no shape for this tour. You've got to do a 3-hour drum solo. That's in the contract.
Yeah, can't they have a ghost drummer behind the set or something if he gets too tired to play or starts slipping off a little bit?
He's always slipping and sliding. He's very jazzy. That's the way he plays.
How
That's
come they don't
part
let
of
the
what
singer do
makes
a
Sabbath
solo?
good. Yeah, a vocal solo.
Yeah, come on, man. That doesn't have to be.
Ozzy bebops.
Mo me ma man.
He has to do like a Cab Calloway solo, like scatting and shit. But that goes for any band. Like, why the hell does the guitar player and the fucking drummer have to like hold up 20 minutes extra of the show that the other two guys don't have to do shit on?
Yeah, really. That guy needs a rest.
Anyway, look, it's very possible that it's true. I sort of believe that there probably is some truth. There's some truth to everything, but I believe there's some truth to it. I think it's shitty that they took it public.
Yeah.
You don't say that about your fucking bandmate. And especially when you paraded him out there, took the press conference with him, had some posters made up and shit with his likeness on it. So that's why I believe there's some truth to it, because they probably did get together in a room.
I love that it's in public, because then I get to read all the dirty laundry. I love that stuff.
It leaves a little to assume. But who started out with making it a public?
Bill Ward.
It was, yeah.
Bill Ward said I was given an unsignable contract. Now, maybe they said, let's get, he's not in good shape, but we can't tell him that. Let's give him $12,000 less per show than everybody else, or whatever the fucking numbers were. I wish they would, since they went this public though, John and or Ryan, I wish they would start giving the numbers out. I want details now.
Oh, that'll never happen.
Right, but at this point, you've given so much shit to the public. Give me the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, like Bill Ward, I guess he could tell us how much they offered him.
Right, and what the other guys are getting. Exactly what I want to know. Yeah, because those are the questions I've wanted to know for years anyway. That's like the most interesting thing of the story, I thought.
Yeah, I have a quote from Ozzy here to talking to Bill Ward.
Why don't you work a zoo and stop bothering people?
I can see why that would set him off.
Seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, Ozzy. That was a little rough.
Go easy on the guy. Jesus Christ. He's an old man.
I don't have the latest statement in front of me. I'm sure with a quick Google I could find it, but he went back at Ozzy said, Ozzy said something nasty to him, saying that you were out of shape, you fat bastard. And
then he gets arm surgery or something. Then he got like shoulder surgery.
He had shoulder surgery, which would have it was unexpected. It would have taken place somewhere during the tour.
Oh.
But I'm
watching hockey.
But he did say, he goes, that surgery could have waited till the end of a tour had I been on tour, but I wasn't, so I took the fucking surgery. I don't know. The whole thing's a mess.
Right.
It sucks to see people you've liked for a better part of your life fighting in public, or fighting in general, and especially since it is probably the last hurrah. But now here's the thing. They're saying there's another album and another tour to follow. They told us on the last one, that's the last album. The last album, the last tour, that's it. So I'm getting real sick of fucking bands pulling that fucking noise.
Yeah, Kiss did it like 10 times, right?
I went to see the Farewell Tour in like 97 or something like that.
Yeah, it's a ripoff, because then you think you're going to the last show, they charge you $1 million a ticket, and then next thing you know, they're like, we're getting the band back together. But without half the band.
Right.
We got these other two Judd Rules that are going to be with us.
The Who is doing their farewell tour this year too, aren't they?
I'm going to see the Who.
Yeah.
I'm going because I think I'm getting complimentary tickets, they call them. I think it's in Atlantic City. I'm going to, and the kids are going with me. So I'm going to take the kids to see. I'm like, hey, you kids, you want to see like 70-year-old men?
Right, half the band is dead.
Yeah, that should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Why not?
I've seen the Who a couple times. They put on a good show. Take it for what it's worth.
I'm only going so I could vine this and send it to Tree Void.
Yeah, I heard Daltrey can't sing anymore.
Oh well, that's
but who
this
cares,
is what happens. I'm going. Speaking of guys who can't sing, I'm going to go see AC/DC too.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm going with you actually.
That's right.
Yeah,
we're all going to Dallas.
I'm going.
Dallas.
We're all going to Dallas.
I'm not looking forward to that particular show because of the commute that it entails, going to New Jersey on a weekday.
Yeah.
And in rush hour traffic is a fucking nightmare for us from where we come from.
That's true.
Even if you take the public transportation that they offer, it still sucks rocks.
Yeah, I've done that before, and that was no party either.
Because you got to go between 5, 6 o'clock, give or take. You know what I mean? And
you got to take 2 trains.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, they squeeze you in there too.
Oh man,
and they don't take care of you on the way home. There's no extra train service on the way home. I did that for the Jets game one year.
You remember the Super Bowl? There was thousands of people stranded.
They stopped the train like the normal 11 o'clock, which isn't cool. I got stranded at Maiden and fucking Anthrax when I was in 10th grade out there.
And there's nothing out there. It's just the place is in the middle of a swamp.
It's a swampland. And plus, I was young. I couldn't even walk to a bar. Even if I went to the bar, they were going to be like, "Get out of here, kid!" You know what I mean?
Nassau Coliseum's the same way. There's nothing out there. You're stuck. There's no cabs or something.
You tell them you're a runaway, and then they give you a free Greyhound ticket, and you get home.
My luck, they'll send me to fucking West Virginia or some crap like that.
Meet your new parents.
But that's funny you said that about these. I get an email here from Ticketmaster. Now Ticketmaster says, Mike's Ultimate Live Event Guide.
All right, and it's personalized for you.
And I'm like, all right, and I have a shit ton of concerts this summer that I'm going to. Most of them are metal oriented or some shit like that.
Right.
Here's what they think that I'm into. These people don't know me at all. And whoever does their algorithm or whatever is a fucking tool. All right. The first thing that was on my list.
Tool.
No. That would be neat. I would go see them. Is Finding Neverland.
Who the hell's that? Is that a play with Kelsey Grammer?
I don't know.
I think it is.
It looks like
it's a musical or something.
It looks like a Disney musical.
Come see me as Peter Pan. On Broadway.
Roger Daltrey was the Scrooge. Remember in the Christmas one?
Yes.
And only a Scrooge can learn to love.
Just so you guys can see that I'm not making this shit up. This is the real email right here. Okay. The second thing on my list is the New York Spring Spectacular with Derek Huff from Dancing with the Stars.
Hey, why say anything if you're not going to like it?
Whoops.
The third thing on the list is Disney's Aladdin. The fourth thing is called On the Town. I don't even know what that is.
That's an old play.
Is it? The next thing is Hamilton, whatever that is. The next thing is An American in Paris. The next thing is It Should Have Been You with Tyne Daly. I don't understand. What are they?
Sounds to me it's just like every play on Broadway. They just want you to go to see a play.
But did you go see a Broadway play? Did you go see Jersey Boys or some shit?
Years ago, I did buy Jersey Boy tickets for my mom.
That's probably what it is.
By the way,
but I've bought a ton of other things since then.
Speaking of Jersey Boys, I happened to come across the movie on the other night. I had something else on. I had a documentary on HBO. No. It's not only is it, I mean, even we would be insulted how Gavoni Moroni this fucking movie is. It's the worst. The mafia stereotypes, the Italian stereotypes, it's horrible.
It's offensive to Italians, Jersey Boys?
That wouldn't bother me in the least.
Right down to all the classic lines like, you got to stop hanging out with those guys. You're going to end up in jail.
So, but now here's where the email takes a turn. The next thing on my list is Saxon. All right. I'm not into Saxon, but all right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. The next thing is the band Death. I'm like, okay. The next one is Slayer, which I already have tickets for Slayer. You don't know anything about it. I already bought the Slayer tickets.
But now, Slayer with Tyne Daly, special guest.
You got to layer the Slayer.
The next thing on my list is Gigi. The next thing is Adina Menzel. 2 shows, mind you.
Who's Adina Menzel?
I don't know.
I know who she is.
The only reason I know who she is because John Travolta tanked her name at the Oscars 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Right.
But I don't know what she does.
She did the music for that movie Frozen. I know it only because I heard it 1,000 times. My daughter didn't stop singing it for months.
Okay. So I didn't know she did the music.
That's how I know she is.
The next thing is Wicked, The Lion King. Now here's one that's interesting. Mobb Deep.
Okay. Just heard them last night, I believe.
I think that I think Ticketmaster has me and Dave Harrison confused because the next thing they're offering me is the Gin Blossoms.
the Beatles of the 90s?
See?
Yeah.
Then they offer me Deicide, which is the craziest fucking shitty death metal type shit I hate. Then Deep Purple. All right.
Okay.
I can, I respect it.
You just go space truck out to that gig.
Then The Fantastics, which looks like it's a play of some sort, or like a Disney thing, and then Queensryche.
They're still around?
Yeah, right? I didn't even know that.
Queen of the Reich.
But what kind? And then there's other shit in here. What the hell? Who's behind this, man? I want to talk like the head of Ticketmaster. Be like, you don't even know me at all, man. Stop pretend like you're personalizing this to me.
This is what Tom Araya says when they introduce Tyne Daly.
How many of you out there are into older women?
And then they bring her out.
Said, how many of you are into...
Shut up. That is weird. You're getting some kind of a crazy algorithm going there.
Yeah, I don't like it at
all.
all.
Automatic.
But the way it said like, I usually don't even like read these spam emails from like Ticketmaster or whatever. But it said Mike's ultimate ticket of deals or something. I was like, oh, maybe there's something in there I forgot about or I missed.
Yeah, some WNBA tickets or something. Right?
What the fuck, man?
Something for everyone.
I was pissed off, and I got it twice, and it's the same shit twice, like 2 weeks in a row. This is crap.
This is crap. I hate those Ticketmaster emails, man. I get them all the time too.
Still 1-0 Rangers.
Still 1-0 Rangers.
11:48 left to go in the second.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm just checking something. All right. Yeah.
Everything checks out?
Yeah, I'm checking to see if anyone's listening. Yeah, Brad's a big fan of what's that movie? Frozen. He says that she's awesome. What is it?
Idina Menzel, I believe.
Idina Menzel. Who is she?
Movie.
She's one of the princesses. I never saw that movie.
Yeah. No, I can't watch movies with my kids anymore.
Why not?
I had enough. I just spent. They're 8 years old now. I spent way too much time watching what entertains them, and after a while, I was like, "Fuck this." It's like they're gonna go to the movies with me. They're gonna see The Exorcist.
You smash the TV and walk it. Fuck this. They start crying.
Go to bed.
Yeah, after a while, you really get sick of watching the kids shows.
Yeah,
I'm glad my kids are older now. The other day, I came downstairs and Aiden's 12, and he's watching Peppa Pig, which is like a show for 3-year-olds. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, Peppa Pig is my favorite. Just busting balls. It's his fucking pig. And there's like these British pigs. It's the stupidest thing you ever saw in your life. He's sitting in front of it like a kid on the floor, like a baby, watching Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
He was probably hoping nobody would catch him.
These stupid pigs with English accents.
But how do you? What would you have been more upset if you came down and he was watching like Porky's?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like you can't really stop them from doing anything.
I saw that movie long before I was 12 years old.
Oh yeah.
I mean, things.
It was a different time back then. It really was.
Were really a lot different. Yeah.
It was a different time.
I lived around the corner from a movie theater, and my grandma pretty much told the owner of the movie theater he can see whatever he wants. So me and my friend Mike from down the block would literally go and see the fucking most fucked up, dirty shit in the world. Not X-rated, but we saw Porky's, or Porky's 2 at least, in the movie theater.
Right.
Way too young.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember going to see like the Halloween movies. Not one, but I remember going to see like 3 or something, the Season of the Witch. But, again, I was like 7 years old, like, one for Halloween, please.
Right. What was the first R-rated movie you saw?
Oh, God.
Witness. With Harrison
That was
Ford.
R-rated?
Yes, it was rated R. There were boobs in it.
Oh, that was a great movie. Yeah, Kelly McGillis.
I saw it in the theater. I was like 8. I had no idea what was happening. Our friend's mom took us because she wanted to go see the movie.
Yeah.
It was one of those things like you're coming with me and we're watching Witness.
Yeah, and for the
like
popcorn.
Witness.
She probably didn't even buy you popcorn, did she?
No, I don't know what she did.
Oh my!
All I know is I saw some Amish boobs.
I don't remember what was the first one I saw. I mean, I saw way too many before I should have.
I had Easy Money on VHS tape.
Oh, I saw
not
that
Easy
in
Money,
the theater.
Back to School.
I saw that at the theater you were talking about, as a matter of fact, and I was dying.
What theater?
The UA Quartet on Northern Boulevard.
Ah, yes, the old quartet.
The first R-rated movie I know I ever saw was Alien, and I didn't follow the story, but it was pretty. Yeah, actually, I saw The Shining when I was probably about 8 years old.
That'll scar you.
I loved it.
That'll scar you up.
I
good.
still love that movie.
Yeah,
I saw that a couple of weeks ago.
It's great.
I watch it if I can, especially if it's like not on like Channel 11 where it's got edited or whatever. If it's unedited, I prefer to watch it like that.
Yeah, it's one of those movies you can't turn off. Like
I keep trying every Halloween to get my daughters to cover themselves in blood for make that their costume.
Ryan has twin girls.
Yeah,
so for everybody
that would be
brilliant.
Somebody would call CPS on you in a fucking heartbeat.
I'll be Scatman Crothers, and we go out together.
You look like him.
I do.
You do.
You're white and you have a full head of hair.
Oh, that's the only thing holding me back.
That would be a good Scatman Crothers costume. You walk around and you have the painting, the naked lady
the
painting.
velvet painting.
You strap that to your back somehow, and you always have it right behind you. Like
you get like a Steadicam operator's like thing, but you hang the two pictures like up to the.
We call it shining.
I love those naked lady paintings.
Those are the best.
You're in bed and you have the painting behind you. If you could figure out some way to do that, like you have the bed, your legs come out the bottom so you can walk around.
You get like a black mannequin. You put the legs out horizontal on the bed, and you just walk underneath the mattress, like, and walk around.
You can't do blackface on Halloween, so you just got to be like walk around going, "I'm Scatman Crothers," or wear a T-shirt that says, "I'm Scatman Crothers."
From The Shining.
From The Shining. Who are you supposed to be? Read the sign.
Not from Scavenger Hunt.
Not from Zapped. No,
Not from Zapped. It's Scott Baio.
That movie's fucking awesome.
Zapped?
I saw that in the theater.
I could picture the poster in my head. What the hell is that about? Scott Baio
gets telekinesis.
He gets zapped by something and he becomes has superpowers.
Yeah.
He's super chooch.
Willie Ames is in it. Heather Thomas is in it. Scatman Crothers is in it.
Right.
Charles,
it's me, buddy. It's a fucking classic, man.
He gets super choochy powers. He becomes even more choochy than before.
I didn't see that in the theater. I saw that on WHT.
Man, if they run into our goalie one more time, I'm gonna.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna drive into the garden and kick somebody's ass?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for them outside the garden after the game, and I'm gonna kick the crap out of the entire Pittsburgh Penguins team.
I wonder if they
single-handedly.
I wonder if they take the usual entrance exit, or
do they probably do.
Or do they go out like underneath?
I was reading a lot about this, about where the players go in and come out, and I think your best bet is to wait after the game because then they're like, especially if they win,
right?
Then they don't mind like doing stuff. If before the game they're sometimes in a rush to get in there,
and they got a lot of their minds, right?
Yeah. So I mean, wait after the game, and there's a bunch of different entrances. There's like 3 or 4 different places they go in. The most popular one seems to be like under the garage, where the garage goes from, I guess, 31st Street into the garden. But I think they have that since the renovation. They might have enclosed that so they don't have to walk outside and they walk straight from the garage into the building. But I forget.
I know there is like an exit or entrance or whatever underneath the garden. Like you said, there's a garage entrance.
Right.
You just, I guess they drive you in a car and they let you out and you just go up an elevator or maybe a set of stairs.
There's and I don't know if it's an elevator. I know there's no elevator for the gear because our friend Matt used to. He was a roadie for some big bands, and but that's how they would get the elephants up into the garden because there was the whole system of ramps. That,
right.
That you had to take, and they had to do that with the equipment. They had to wheel it up like 6 stories on ramps, and he said it was a big pain in the ass.
The ground floor of the garden is actually on the 5th floor.
Yeah.
Or what the equivalent of the 5th floor would be to from the street.
I'm sure I've told this story before. You know the story about my dad?
What, he invited Terry Garr to his wedding?
Yes, he did. She did not go. So weird. My dad grew up on the west side of Manhattan, and he was drunk, and he passes out in the middle of the night.
I know where this is going. I can
hear like
this
this crazy noise outside, and he looks outside the window, and he sees pink and blue and red and green elephants walking down the street, and he's like,
That's it. I'm going to rehab.
Never drinking again. They were bringing him to the circus. They used to bring him through the Lincoln tunnels.
Right. I think they still do that.
I think elephants are now being phased out. Isn't that right? Tommy Rockstar, who just showed up and is an advocate for animals.
What's the news?
That's right. Yeah, I think they're weeding them out. They're going.
3 more years, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to weed them out. I think.
Take that microphone.
Ooh,
something's wrong with that.
Fancy.
Yeah. They're trying to. You don't know? You're supposed to be on top of these things.
I'm hearing these things. Who knows?
Yeah, they're getting rid of the elephants.
That's what I hear.
Probably a good thing.
Here's Tommy Rockstar. He's back from his California adventures. How you doing, Tommy?
Baby,
it's good to see you, man.
Great to see you too, man. How you been?
Good. How are you?
Good. I actually brought you guys presents.
Did you?
Well, one present.
You always bring
one present for 3 people.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. By the way,
What's that?
A million times.
Yeah,
over
wait a
for the
minute. Hold
Jack
on. Let's
stuff.
back up for a second. One present for 3 people. How about 36 presents for 3 people?
No, 30.
Tommy smuggled Jack's tacos on the airplane for us to eat. And what happened? What did the TSA agent tell you?
Man, it was a whole thing. First, let's start with me pulling up to a Venice Beach Jack in the Box and asking the guy for 36 tacos. And the guy looked at me like I had 6 heads, and he's like, "Why do you need 36 tacos?" And I'm like, "Dude, I got to smuggle them back to New York."
What does he care? That's not an outrageous jerk.
Where's your manager?
Jerk in the box. Listen, put the fucking tacos in the bag. Shut up.
Exactly. And then when I asked for hot sauce, he brought out like 5, and I'm like, "Dude, I need more than that, man." And he brought out like 20, and I'm like, "No, dude, you got to double down on that."
Yeah, one for each taco. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like an idiot, I was eating my tacos, and I threw them all in the freezer. And I froze the hot sauce with it by accident.
Oh man!
And
gnarly.
I'm opening it up. I'm trying to like warm it up so it comes out and it's like gooping out. I'm like, this is not
It's
good.
like Seagram's Escape Mexicali.
Yeah, ooh,
It was.
sounds good actually. I'd rather have that.
It was disgusting.
So, first I went to the Walgreens across the street, and I had to buy one of these like $10 flight case coolers.
Oh, I forgot to bring that back for you. It's at my house. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
It's fucking crap. Crap, not crap. And then, so I packed it, and then I still have like a couple hours to kill, so I'm like driving around like Hollywood with the shit in my front seat, like hoping it's not going bad. And then I got like a 6 a.m. flight, so I never slept the night before, so I kind of like slept in front of the car rental return place, like straddling these tacos, making sure like no hobo like ripped the car open and took them.
He's using our tacos as a fucking pillow.
A hobo?
Yeah,
What
much.
year is it? He's going to jump a train with your box of tacos?
Little spindle.
I was gonna say, in his little bandana on a stick.
Yeah. Give me them tacos.
Unhand my tacos.
And so, yeah, I ran through. For once, I was on time and didn't miss my flight, you know? And
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
first. I'm the best around.
Turning over a new leaf.
And I get to the airport and the security line, and the guy's like, "Excuse me, sir, is this your bag?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Can you please describe the contents of this bag?"
Surely.
And I was like, "What?"
The contents of the bag, sir? The contents of my bag is pure gold.
And he's like, "Yeah, what's in the bag?" And I'm like, "Food." And he's like, "What kind of food?" And I'm like, "Fast food." And like trying to be coy.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well,"
I would have been like, tacos. Want one?
yeah. And I'm like, "Well, they're from
Belly bombers.
they're from Jack.
Don't
in the
say
Box."
bomb.
Yeah, don't say bomb on the airplane. And he's like tacos, and I'm like, "Yeah, from Jack in the Box." And he's like, "Uh-huh." And he's like, he starts zooming in on him, like some sort of like metal in him, you know?
Right.
And he's staring at it, and he's like kind of talking to some other people, and he's just like looking at me. He's like, "Why are you like transporting like 3 dozen tacos across the country?"
Well, mind your fucking business. How about that, pal?
And I'm just like, "Dude, my friends, man, in New York, they have this thing." And he's like, "Yeah, they got problems." Then he just sent me going.
Hey. The fuck?
Oh, those wisecracking TSA agents.
And then my flight was delayed for 4 hours.
Oh,
This is
and
another-
the tacos were sitting in that cooler
Yep.
those 4 hours? Damn it.
Taco soup going on over there.
Did you carry them on?
But then I got hungry, so there wasn't really.
Did you handcuff them to your wrist?
I'm on a mission from God.
I did get a little hungry on the flight, so they weren't 36. They were maybe 30 because I had a few or 6.
You had 6 tacos on you're eating Jack's tacos on the plane.
Like plain.
And the guy's like, "You're friends, huh?"
That must have stunk up the whole jet.
And it was so bad. The guy next to me was like, "Ugh."
Want a taco? No, thank you.
And then I'm texting Hairdo from the Wi-Fi in the plane, 30,000 feet in the sky, and he picks me up at JFK, and the poor guy's got to circle around like a million times. And finally, I run out.
Well, I kept getting. If the traffic guy wasn't an asshole, I had a perfect place to sit comfortably and peacefully. But nope. Yeah. I was like, "You got to move, sir."
In front of the terminal, right?
But I was like about like a quarter mile in before the terminal. And then like,
oh yeah, because that's the trick everybody does now. They park on the side of the highway.
Yep.
I had like a spot though, like a legit spot, and then
Right.
the guy's like, "You can't be here." I'm like, "Why?" Like, what seems to be the problem here, Chief?
Maybe this will change your mind. He hands him a taco.
Well, that was pretty much it. I get off the plane. And I'm like,
Sure,
hey,
we can
Mike.
work this out.
I'm like, hey, Mike, it's so good to see you. He's like, yeah, give me the tacos.
No, that's not true. I waited till we got to Brooklyn to eat one. I wanted one, but you threw them in the back seat. And I was
Tommy
like, shit.
sends me a picture of Mike holding up the box of tacos like the guy from
Like
Say
Lloyd,
Anything.
like Lloyd Dobler.
So good.
All of a sudden, I went out to dinner. Actually, I had a shit ton of tacos. Then I went to dinner like a fucking barrel ass. And I'm out at dinner, and I'm with Carrie, and she's just holding up her phone like with a picture of me and then Lloyd Dobler underneath it, holding up a giant taco.
So brilliant. So good.
Yeah, I was having dinner, unfortunately, when Mike came over. I was about to have dinner. I was like, shit, this sucks. So I waited, and I waited till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I heated 3 of those bad boys up. The next night, I had three Jack's tacos. It was beautiful. I think I still have a couple left.
Amazing. Now, Ryan, please tell me they got you some.
Yeah, no, I came in and got some.
Ryan came over and picked up his
I came
tacos.
straight from work to John's house. I came right over here.
Excellent.
I split mine with Erica. We had them for dinner.
Wow, this really goes far.
What did you guys think? Did it knock your socks off? Was it brilliant?
My analogy or theory or whatever. No, I guess my analogy of Jack's is Jack's Tacos is like AC/DC. They have a fucking formula. They stick to it, and it's as good as it was in the very beginning.
Yeah, even if it's bad, it's good.
It was awesome. It smells the same. It tastes the same. It feels the same. The lettuce is deep fried. The shit is amazing.
Shit. Penguin's goal.
Boo.
Sorry, Mike.
That's all right. I saw it, but I didn't want to stop my story.
Piece of shit.
But I mean, other than that, I had fun. I was like kind of palling around with all these celebs out there, and it was super fun. And we were just kind of hanging out, causing trouble in LA and going to Coachella, and it was good.
What happened with this? You were invited to some kind of Kardashian party?
Yes.
How's that work?
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the whole story. What do you think?
Yeah, I was just say, why don't you tell the story in chronological order? Do you want to take a break first, and then we'll come to do the story, or you want to do the story? Because the story could probably run on for a bit.
Yeah.
I
You
heard
think?
It. No, I didn't mean it like that, but yeah, because it's very involved.
Yeah.
You have some retractions to make.
Yes, I do.
So.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's one of those stories. It's kind of an epic weekend. Let's put it
I say we get right into it.
Let's go into it.
Okay.
I can make it like 20 minutes.
What a shit-ass goal. God damn it. Get out of here with that garbage. Oh, they're going to review it.
Oh, good. Your story might get broken up from time to time, Tommy. I hope you don't mind.
I recall listening to my Izzy interview, and that got broken up a lot. So.
Out of my way, Ron Wood.
What are we doing? We're taking a break?
No. So basically, you guys got to understand, the only reason I flew to L.A. is because I, like a freak, bought tickets to see the Replacements in L.A. just for the hell of it, hoping that I would get a work gig out there, and if I did, then I'd go see the Replacements. And I kind of do that. I have tickets to see them in London and probably not going to use them, but if for some reason I end up there, I'm covered. So I fly out there to go see the Replacements, but where I'm planning to, but then I'm like, is that enough to get me to L.A.? And I do merch for that band, the Alabama Shakes, and they were co-headlining with AC/DC at Coachella. And so I went to an Islanders game with Jake Roxoff and the manager of the Alabama Shakes, and I was like, hey, I asked her, like, I hate to push this envelope, but
Hold on,
Yeah.
Tommy. Sorry to cut you off. Did they
They're looking at it.
Oh, they're still looking at it? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tommy. I
yeah.
apologize.
So I was like,
Goal is under review.
I hate to push this envelope, but I have these tickets, and if you could somehow maybe like shoehorn me into Coachella, then I consider doing the whole trip. And she's like, I'll see what I can do. So it was this past Monday where she was like, I reached out to her one more time, like, should I or shouldn't I? She's like, you caught me just in time. I have one all-access type VIP pass. And you guys got to understand, Coachella sells out like a year in advance.
Really?
Yeah.
It sells out before they announce the bands.
It's ridiculous.
Which I don't understand because, like I said, you might, especially with the way these hip things run, all of a sudden you might, I might buy tickets for like $800 and Jose Feliciano and fucking Vic Damone are fucking headlining.
The association.
The association. Damn it, I was going to say it too.
Mike, just quickly, I think what they're looking at here is I think he might have kicked it in with his skate, but if there's not enough evidence to overturn it, let's see.
Well, besides the fact he fell on top of his head.
There you go. And
Touchdown?
it's a good goal.
Goal.
Damn it. They couldn't see when it looked like he
wasn't
kicked
definitive.
it in, but they couldn't see. Fuck.
Bogus. Well,
God damn it!
So basically, I call her up and like yes or no, and she's like, you could just call me in time. I have this one extra VIP ticket, and like I was saying, that shit sells out super fast. And the ticket alone for general admission for this fucking festival of Stu Nods, which is 180,000 people running around.
Yeah,
right. A bunch of 23-year-olds.
180,000 people.
It's nuts, bro. Over the course.
What the hell?
It's in the fucking desert. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like right outside Palm Springs. I was there like 12 years ago or something.
For the Beasties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that even mean, Coachella? That's the town?
It's a town, I think. Yeah, it's a town.
It's in Indio Valley. I don't know that it's a town.
Well, I think there's a town there, but I think it's not. It's near there, and they just named it after it.
Whatever.
Well, basically, so the VIP ticket is $900, and that shit sells out like a year in advance. So I was like, now I have to go because I'm getting a freebie, right? So I fly out there, and I go to see the Replacements, which is the night I land. And while I'm rocking out, they have a great set. It was really kind of like more of a B-sides type of set, and super fun. But while I'm rocking out and getting a little drunk, I look over to my right, and I see this A-list celebrity by the name of Jesse Eisenberg.
Who actually is becoming very A-list. He's going to be playing Lex Luthor in the upcoming Superman movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Bald
that
him out?
trailer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if they threw a bald cap on him or if he did it himself.
Well,
I'm sure he shaved his head. Here's a bald cap. This is a $60 million movie.
Hi, I'm Lex Luthor for the Dollar Shave Club.
Well, did Gene Hackman wear a bald cap or did he bald up?
I don't know.
He was wearing a wig in the... No, he definitely had a bald cap.
Yeah, that's what I
But
thought.
they gave him an afro wig on top of that.
Right.
I don't think they do that anymore.
But we didn't get a chance to talk about his future roles.
Well, why not, Tommy?
Well, basically...
So you have a moment with Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
You guys are hugging and kissing, not kissing. You guys are hugging and singing "Bastards of Young."
Yeah, right.
Singing along to the Replacements together, rocking out, jumping up and down.
Yep. I'm just I'm drunk, getting friendly with this guy because now we're buddies. We're singing Bastards Young. We're best friends. And then he sort of kind of like walks off. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're not best friends, but whatever. and I, I'm a little drunk. I get my ass home and I pass out. And now it's time for Coachella. So now it's Friday afternoon, and I get my work done and I drive through bullshit LA traffic about 3 hours to get to Coachella. I check into my hotel, and I have to take one of these shuttle buses to get there. And those things were like $60 a pop, fucking ripoff. And that's when I called you guys, and I had told you guys what I was doing the night before. At the Replacement show. So then it's time for the show. So I go see the Alabama Shakes, but of course I'm like a mile away because it's so far. And then Tame Impala, who are a really good band, and then AC/DC. And the D's threw out all these like little tiny...
The D's.
That's what they like to be called.
You have to abbreviate AC/DC. It's 4 fucking letters, man.
Hey, man.
It's the syllables.
It's the syllables
that do it.
They started throwing out these like little plastic horns that I was trying to get for you guys that said AC/DC on them. I couldn't get close enough to get them. But anyway, they were awesome. Chris Slade was pretty good. Dean Rissler was calling me out on Instagram saying that he was playing too fast.
Oh, really?
But,
Why, Dean was there?
No, but I posted videos and he was commenting like, too fast, good, too slow.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
funny. And then that was it. And I saw the managers and the Shakes, thanked her, peaced out, went to sleep. And I woke up the next day and I was like, as cool as this is, and as cool as, let's say, I don't know, Jack White and Drake and those guys remaining on the bill, I think I'm going to skip this and I'm going to go be one with nature and go drive through Joshua Tree, right? So I totally just blew all that off. So I go to another taco place, right? Not to turn my back on Jack's, but there's this place called Del Taco out there.
I've been there. It's good stuff.
I like it. So I go to Del Taco and I'm sitting down and I finish and I go in my car and I'm about to get on the highway to get to Joshua Tree when all of a sudden I get this actual message on my Facebook, private message. It says, "Hey, Tommy, this is so-and-so. My boss just told me that her marketing company is throwing an underattended Kim Kardashian party."
Wasn't it Khloe Kardashian?
Khloe, that's it. Khloe Kardashian.
Underattended.
Yeah, and they need like people of significance.
They need fillers.
Yeah, they need like seat fillers basically to show up and kind of take place. So I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm like, "When is this?" And she's like, "Now." So I'm like, "I guess Joshua Tree can wait."
That'll still be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I like, I give her my name and I show up and it's this gated community with like these huge like wooden doors. And this agency was like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm on the list." And they were like, "Oh yeah, you are. Okay, come right through." And I get in and as I was like, fucking all these mansions and these like valet parking and people partying on the lawn. I'm like, this is like heaven over here, And they were like, it's the first mansion on the right.
I love Valley Park. When I get to heaven, St. Peter better fucking park my car.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I walk in this mansion, and it's like super over-branded for some like app that they're involved with, some messaging app. So it's like all these promo beach balls and hats and like all these things to take away. And I'm like, what the fuck? And there are all these beautiful girls, like, you know, double Ds, tiny waist, and bikinis. And I'm like, where the hell these girls come from? And this one marketing dude.
Well, I'll tell you where they came from. When two people love each other very much.
There's a marketing dude who was like, oh, them? Yeah, they're rented. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. You know, just
they're hired guns for to make the party look more desirable or whatever.
Now, is this Stu Nod even there at the party?
I'm fucking looking around for all three Stu Nods. It's like the three Stu Nod stooges. And I don't see them. And I'm there for like an hour and a half, like fake schmoozing. And they have all these like Kardashian.
I saw a picture of you getting your hair done or something.
Yeah, I got my hair done.
What would they had like a hair station, like a hairstyling station?
You know when I do these events, I do like live on-site printing. Well, they had like a live on-site hair station. You know,
right.
I gotta say, it looks the same.
Oh yeah, just a little
I think
bit.
they just played with it a little bit.
They just a little bit. They flattened it. So I'm looking around, and these Kardashians are nowhere to be found. And I'm drinking all this free booze from like, you know, and there's like DJ Jumpsuit Larry or whatever, all these guys.
Love him.
And it's just like
I saw him open for Cypress Hill. He was awesome.
Yeah, he plays wicked tracks.
Every time you go to the bathroom, it's like Kardashian beauty products to use, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I bounce, and now I go drive through Joshua Tree. And when I'm driving through Joshua Tree, everybody starts texting me like, dude, you got to go to this bar, this saloon in the middle of nowhere called Pappy and Harriet's. You guys know that place?
No,
never heard of it.
It's like this old Wild West town called Pioneer Town. And in the middle of nowhere, north of Joshua Tree National Park, is this saloon that people just hang out in. So I'm like, fuck it. If so many people tell me to go, I'm going to go. So I go there, and it's really rad. And it's like kind of like the Barrage, but Western style. You know, like old-timey Barrage Western style. And I go in there, and I don't know anybody. So I order a beer. I turn around like Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's Vacation.
This is crazy.
And who the fuck do I see to my right but Jesse Eisenberg?
I was going to say Bono. He's always there.
No, Tommy.
But I'm standing there and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck is Jesse Eisenberg doing here of all places?
You're my best friend. How come you didn't call me and tell me?
What are the chances that you would run into him again?
Right.
Amazing.
This is amazing. So I kind of like...
This is where it gets funny.
That Tommy Rockstar style, I kind of shuffle up to him. You know, I'm like, hey, man, you were at the Replacement show the other night. And he was like, yes, I was. And I'm like, dude, and start shooting the shit. Like, how great were they? What a fun show. And
did you say we were broing out?
Well, I was like, you remember me? We're hanging out. He's like, yeah, you were at the show. You know, kind of like. and after a little while goes by, I feel comfortable enough to like introduce myself. So I'm like, hey, I'm Tommy Rockstar. And he's like, Tommy Rockstar. He's like, I know you. And I'm like, what? And then there I am thinking like, how does this fucking like A-list or whatever celebrity know me? And I'm fucking like, what? And he's like, yeah, you're from Brooklyn, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. And he's like, yeah. I'm Hank. I'm fucking Hank from the local New York band Wormburner. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, from New York. Dude, Ryan, let me show you what
and
fucking...
you're thinking now, like, Jesse Eisenberger.
So it was never even him.
I'm just going to keep calling him Eisenberger.
Yeah.
Has, like, a band called Wormburner.
Right. Because I'm like, he's giving me, like, a fake name. You know, this is, like, total bullshit,
right.
You know? Ryan, let me show you what Jesse Eisenberg looks like and what Hank from Wormburner looks like.
I'll be an honest judge.
So
Oh, he looks like Jesse Eisenberger.
Let me see that picture.
Missing a chromosome. It's very similar. Very similar. But I think I might have known it wasn't him.
With a couple beers in me?
Maybe you're one of those people you have bad like face thing, facial recognition.
So
the guy you were hanging out the whole time that you thought was Jesse Eisenberger
was Hank.
Was some dude named Hank from the trash bar.
Yeah. And so I immediately excuse myself and run to the bathroom and I fucking delete my braggy post about hanging out with Jesse Eisenberg.
You should have let it go. Nobody would
man.
ever knew the difference.
Like faster than you can say starfucker, I just deleted that shit. And then I had to like come back and I felt so dumb because he never knew that I thought he was Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
But I just felt so dumb inside and I was like, hey man, what's going on? And then it turns out we have all these friends in common, like just ridiculous. And just fact that I met someone from New York that I kind of know there, and it was just.
And you met him twice in two different places, just randomly.
That you mistook him for a up and coming A-lister is pretty fucking awesome.
Did you by any
people in the chat box even know the guy?
Did you by any chance get his number?
Yes, actually, I did.
Let's give him a call. What do you say?
No.
Come on, we're gonna get Hank Eisenberg on the phone.
Hank Eisenberg. The combination of.
We'll just ask him all questions about the new Superman movie.
Yes.
So are you wearing a bald cap?
Why you guys asking me about Superman?
I'm in a band, you idiots.
Worm burner. Yeah, forget about that. So, are you wearing a bald cap for the film? Or did you shave your own head?
No, and then I basically just drove home to L.A. totally humiliated, and I had to share that story with you guys.
Kazoo posted a picture of the band, or Kyle did, and the band, it's Patton Oswalt right next to him, I think.
Yeah, he's getting interviewed by Matt Pinfield in this photo. So, I've seen them play like at fucking Bowery
Patton Oswalt, just some random chooch.
Oh. So that was basically, and then I got the tacos, and that was my
Will Wheaton's on the far left.
He plays the sousaphone.
Remember when you started Facebook? That was awesome.
Thanks for that.
That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah. I felt so dumb.
Got an idea for an app.
Kardashian app.
Thank you, Beth.
Yeah, so that was LA, but I come home with prizes. So this is for the Barrage. So
thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Let's see what this is. This big poster tube here.
Don't let the poster tube give it away.
All right, let's crack this up.
Is it a hat?
Yeah. Is it just a big long square thing, and it's you're tricking me?
Yeah.
All right.
So I roll my merch up.
It is some kind of poster. I don't want to ruin it here. Let's see. Here, hold that, Ryan.
On the walls next to Hulk Hogan.
Let's see what we got here. Ah, wow! Look at that. Nice replacements poster
Hand
from
screen printed.
Wow.
Dual spot color.
Very nice.
100-pound text.
Show and Dance,
Great.
Hollywood Palladium, Thursday, April 16th, and looks like they're all wearing picnic tables type
Plaid,
suits, plaid suits.
Yeah,
I tried to get Jesse Eisenberg to sign it, but he wouldn't sign it.
During the break, we'll put a picture of it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, don't worry, Tommy. But Bill Clinton will be calling in later to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. Here, let me take a picture. You holding it up, John.
Very nice. Thank you. It smells great.
Yeah, it's like real.
I love the smell.
Does it smell like Jack's Tacos?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Does anybody
Here,
want
Mike, smell this poster.
Anybody want to hear me play didgeridoo on the with the toilet paper
Yeah,
roll?
can you?
I'll try.
It does smell good, but like what? I can't place the smell.
Very good, Ryan. See, you've done,
Ryan's
this
got
is for our Australian audience.
This is for you, Dobie.
Nice job.
There we go.
All right, now we got to keep that that Australian audience in a stranglehold.
We're losing our fan base.
You guys ever used to do that? Like get tapes, old cassette tapes, and like crack them open and smell them? I used to smell them all the time.
I smell everything I open. I don't care.
Do you? You're one of those guys?
Yeah, I like smelling things.
There was a guy like that, Pat's friend Kurt, who used to. You'd hand him anything, and he would smell it first before he did anything else.
Even condoms.
Just sniff it. Sniff a tape, sniff a CD.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why. I would do that a lot, actually. I kind of still do it. I don't do it as habitually as I used to.
People in the chat box saying that kangaroos are going nuts after you did that didgeridoo performance.
Yeah.
So.
Hairdo's a tape sniffer.
We should take a break, and I should mention quickly that we are on TuneIn Radio now also. Did you know that?
No.
That's right. Radio Nope is on TuneIn Radio. So if you have that app or you want to get that app, if that's your preferred way of listening to the radio.
Oh, that's a good app, actually.
Yeah, it's a very good app. We're on that. Conan, old man, boss man Neutron is working his ass off.
That is great.
So scented rubbers.
We are on
on the screen.
What the hell?
That's Siri.
So they're we're on that. So go listen to us on here and TuneIn Radio. Thank you very much. And we'll take a break. And when we come back, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm off today. I apologize. I'm tired. I'm not feeling very well.
I think you're doing great.
Thanks. I'm going to try to drink some alcohol.
Yeah, well, we'll drink a little whiskey during the break.
That was my problem. I drank too much whiskey last night.
Yeah, that's why you got to drink more tonight.
I watched the Oilers game with Pat here in the garage, and
me, you, and Mike. We're going to drink some
fucked up.
We're going to drink some Uncle Buckle's loose tooth juice.
It degenerated into me and Pat watching like the best Simpsons episodes, and I forgot all about it. I opened up my computer and The Simpsons started playing.
Oh, that's awesome.
By the way, call in 718-577-2716.
This chooch.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey guys, it's Rob.
Oh, hey, Rob Montage from Wax Eater.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Tommy said he was going to kick your ass at the poker game.
No.
I had to calm everything down. I forgot about that.
All right. Tonight's not poker night, man. I'm on the way to a Magic tournament. All right. I'm not trying to deal with no poker.
Okay. Oh, you're going to Magic the Gathering, that card game.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You're going to a tournament. Have you ever won any of these tournaments?
I have won some tournaments. Me and some buddies that are in the car with me are going to try to qualify for the Pro Tour, the big boys.
And what do you win?
The Steve Albini's of professional Magic.
And what do you win? You win more cards?
No, you win $50,000.
Whoa!
Wow, nice.
Good luck to you, sir. Who's with you? Who's with you in the car right now?
Well, we got my buddy Rick. Say hello, Rick. Hello.
Hello, Rick.
We got Tommy.
All right.
Oh, Rick and Tommy.
Where's Kyle tonight?
Kyle's sitting at home listening to you.
Wow, good for him.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. We love that kid. That little,
I
that
just
little
had
guy.
a quick question because it's been bugging me and I can't remember one word of this thing. And I bet Hairdo will be the first to answer me. And that is, so I'm trying to remember that. It's that Beastie Boys thing from Heart Attack Man where he says, my man's like too blank heavy.
All right. You want to field this, Mike? In the beginning, Heart Attack Man. Mike D is
when he's
Mike D is
cracking up.
stoned and he's laughing and he's talking to the guy in the hefty bag commercial.
Yeah. He's what does he say?
I think he says my man's like 2 bag hefty,
Maybe damn.
or 2 man hefty.
Hold on.
It's too bag.
I think it's
That's it.
bag because hefty bags. That's what I always thought.
I'll pull it up in a second.
Yeah, okay.
That's
I just couldn't remember what that one word was. Too what?
my man's like 2 bag heavy, like he's in the double bagger.
This is what he calls in
Yeah,
about.
2 bag hefty. That's it.
Right, because one bag would rip.
Right.
Yeah, you got a double bag. It's 2 bag hefty.
Right, exactly. You got to double bag him. The Heart Attack Man.
Yeah.
He's got a tombstone hanging over his dick.
Hanging over his dick, yeah.
Right. He's a Bill Lambier motherfucker. All right, Rob, thank you very much. Good luck in the Magic the Gathering tournament, and go play your pugs.
But yeah.
Go win the money.
Steve Allen.
Win that $50,000 and tell Kyle to send me my 40 before I go down there.
Yeah, you're never going to get that. All right, guys, don't let you meet low.
All right, brother. Later.
Later, bro.
There he goes. There's Rob Montage of Louisville, Kentucky. And he's going to play his fruity little Magic the Gathering games.
Kyle's not allowed out tonight. He's punished right now for running away to Flushing.
Yes, and young Kyle, the boy detective. We'll
The boy detective.
And his ward.
Actually, Chris Hall's the boy detective. Kyle looks like he's 12 years old. Anyway, he's going to play his Magic the Gathering, and we're going to play you this music, and we'll be back after this.
Yeah.
We are
listening to NOPE, Nope Radio, streaming live on the Internetwork 24 hours a day at noperadio.com. Stay tuned for more rock and roll audio pleasures.
Yeah, that's Chavez with Peeled Out Too Late. And, yeah, they're a great band from New Jersey. Chavez. Go check them out. We'll be here before that. What I Found by the Broughtlow out of Queens, New York. Your Way by the Backburners. They're also from Queens, New York. And before that, some band called the Assless Chaps. I have no idea where they're from. They're probably from the moon. We're back live from the Barrage. Call in 718-577-2716. Right here on Radio Nope, 24-hour streaming radio for your pleasure. Tune in at work while you're at work sitting there J-O-ing. You can listen to great tunes and stuff.
By the way, I'd like to take umbrage with Bossman Neutron. I just searched the TuneIn app, and I don't see us in there anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, he's full of it.
No, because Adam Kazarwa.
He's listening from there?
Was listening from there last week.
Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know. I just searched. I didn't see it.
We'll have to get old man Neutron on that. Boss man.
Maybe they dropped us already because our X rating.
The funny thing about calling Conan the boss is that he's insistent upon that there's no boss. There is no lords and stuff, so we'll just keep calling him the boss.
Here he goes.
And here he is now. Is this him?
I don't know.
Speak of the devil.
Caller, you're on the air.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, boss.
Everyone be quiet. The boss is here. Be good.
Yeah, I'm. People seem really excited about the whole tune-in radio thing. I've never been a main person of that thing, but it seems like that's something that people are really excited about, and that's kind of cool. It's another way to listen.
Well, I was just saying, and Conan, I was looking through there. I didn't see us in there. Are you fibbing? Is that really in there?
Marty says
No, it's definitely there.
It's not live from the barrage. It's Radio No. Is that what he says?
I searched both, but I'll
Hi. Huh. Interesting. Marty says he can listen to it. Tune in radio.
People have been listening all week on it. I don't know. For me, it's just another thing to click on, but whatever. People like it, so that's cool.
If you go to the actual Radio Nope site, the link is in the window. Somebody's saying there.
Yep.
Roger Daltrey in McVicker.
There's no radio and Radio No, but no.
Radio No.
Yeah.
No, it's Nope with a P. Yeah, and Tree, I listened to Tree's, since we didn't go to practice while we were watching the game, I listened to Tree's half a Tree show and all of Brad's show. It was brilliant. Those guys, Tree Void, of course, on Thursday nights. Conan in traffic, apparently.
Conan's riding the rails.
Like an old hobo with Tommy's Tacos. Tree's show, Jailbreak, of course, the deep classic rock cuts. And Brad's show, No More Music from the Suckers, which is the late 80s, early 90s hip-hop. Both very good shows. We had a bunch of laughs listening to Tree talk in between. Tree's funny, man. He's giving shout-outs.
Yeah, he had bits and things this week.
It was good. Yeah. Nice. I just bought Hockey 93 for Sega Genesis. Ryan just bought it for me on eBay. Thank you, Ryan.
94.
94, yeah.
Oh, God, you scared the shit out of me.
How much was it?
$8.89.
Nice. Does it have the box?
Free shipping, no box.
All right, that's fine. All right, Hockey 93 for the Genesis. I have that, and I was playing it. And unfortunately, there are no one-timers. You know what a one-timer is, Conan Neutron?
No clue.
That's when a player on a hockey team passes to you, and you oh my God, hangs out of the net. Player on a hockey team passes to you, and you don't wait. You just shoot it while the puck is still moving. It's a deadly move, and
like an alley-oop of sorts.
Oh, gotcha.
Sort of, right. Well, it doesn't give a goalie a chance to see what's going on. And Hockey 93 does not have that. Now, I was looking on Grantland. This guy wrote an article comparing both of the games. And he says that Hockey 94, you could break the glass, and then you can't break it in 93. But it's bullshit because I broke the fucking glass the other night.
Wow.
So I tweeted the author, who is the senior hockey writer for Grantland. I said, I just want you to know, I broke the glass last night.
It was like
93.
screenshot or bust, right?
And he writes back to me, yeah, I didn't take a screenshot. He writes back to me, lies, in all caps. You son of a bitch. And I told him, I was, listen, I'll take a screenshot next. I totally broke the glass with Jeff Bookaboom right above, on the right side of the goalie. Broke the top of the glass in a half moon shape. Thank you.
At least he knew what you were talking about. It wasn't like, I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, Hockey 93, there's fighting and blood. Hockey 94, I don't even think there is fighting. It's weird. They took fighting out. It all depends on... All right, so Hockey 93, I'll just give you a little history, even though this is really boring for everyone.
This sounds like a Magic the Gathering.
Hockey 93...
Yeah, I was going to say, you're losing a little credibility with talking trash from Magic the Gathering. I get it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hockey 93 was not licensed by the NHL. It's only licensed by the Players Association. So all the players are in it. But the teams... names aren't there.
Oh, wow.
So it's just like New York, Chicago,
right.
And if you're unlucky enough to be an Islanders fan, Long Island is the name of your team.
Wow.
The colors are there, and there's no logos.
The
or anything.
MHL.
What do they call them, like the Puck Wranglers or something? Like, Puck? Like, what are they calling the team?
They just call them by their location, their town.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So, and then Hockey 94 is licensed by both, so then you have the logos and all that stuff. Yeah, they don't. You can't play at Madison Square Garden. You're just playing it like,
Madison, like round garden.
Yeah, Madison Circle Garden. Yeah. A lot of people posting screenshots on the chat box now.
94 was the one where Jeremy Roenick was like, unstoppable. Am I correct?
I forget. One of them, yeah. If you were Jeremy Roenick from the Chicago Blackhawks, you could pretty much do whatever the hell you wanted on the ice.
I just remember hanging out in Pat's garage, smoking pot, listening to Howard Stern, and watching you guys play that game over and over.
It's a really fun game.
Nothing's changed.
At the time,
that was yesterday.
Yeah,
literally.
At the time, it was head and shoulders above any sports game.
Right,
and it still kind of holds up.
Hey, it's no ET for Atari though.
I need my one time.
There's a landfill full of those things.
I heard about that.
It's really hard to score in 93. It's a tough game.
Yeah.
Thank you. So what's up, Conan?
Hey, so I got three things. First of all, y'all were talking about Black Sabbath earlier, and yeah, that is a total shit show. And I completely agree with Hairdo that that kind of drama just has no business being on the internet. I'll read it. But it has no business being on there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's out there.
I was happy to read it, but like I think Conan, like, I agree with you, and we agree with each other, I should say. But now that they've gone this far, I want numbers. I want to know. Who...
Well, at this point, they might as well, right?
Right. There's nothing left to fucking hide. Just give me the goddamn numbers, soup to nuts. Let's see it. I want to see the contract.
Then you're gonna have to convert it from pounds. It's gonna be a big pain in the ass.
I have an app.
Oh, you probably do.
I was going to say, and then it also leads into the fact that listen to Sabbath Sundays on Radio Note. We're having a solid block of hour-long block of Sabbath on Sundays that kind of started. It was a suggestion by Brenna, and it just sort of happened last week because I was sick and stir crazy, and it's going to happen again. It's going to be a regular thing from here forward.
Conan's not only the president; he's also a member.
Very good. Black Sabbath Sundays.
Goddamn right.
It's a great idea. I love it. Who doesn't like Black Sabbath? And idiots.
Tree was cranking it and grilling some meat. So that's definitely things you should do while listening to Sabbath Sundays on Radio Note.
I gotta love it. I love the radio station. I really do.
When are we gonna get
all the time?
When are we gonna get Guns N' Roses Wednesdays there, Conan?
Oh man, you're breaking up. I can barely hear you. Hello?
Hey Conan, I had the pleasure of listening to your show yesterday morning for a little while.
Oh, with John Yingling from the World Underground.
Yeah, no, he wasn't on the air yet though, but I was listening.
Oh, you had that guy on? He's the guy who went to China, right?
Dude, it's so good. Like, so he does this series of documentaries, and he's just a guy. Like, he's a guy with no money, right? And he just kind of goes on this crazy adventure of, like, he's like, I'm going to go film a documentary on punk rock in China because they got these contacts. And he's done, like, he's working on the fourth one now. It's Indonesia. He's raising funds for it. It's fucking nuts. And it's for free. Like, you can look at it on YouTube, Vimeo, like, whatever. It's completely for free. And it's not like friend rock good. It's like good.
Where's
like
Indo Izzy?
Yeah, exactly. It's really well done. He did an amazing job of it, and it's just him. And he's not like, he just kind of raises money for it, sells off a bunch of stuff, does a bunch of crowdfunding, things like that. And then the idea behind it is that, like, he just wants to make enough on each one to kind of do the next one and then kind of keep it going. And it's super interesting because, like, you think about China, right? And, like, you know, the fact they had this cultural revolution in 99, like 2000, that they sort of effectively wiped their history. So to see all these kids that are, like, starting up and doing punk rock and stuff, and they don't have a Spotify, they don't have YouTube because they have censorship there. It's all censored, right?
Yeah.
It's super. It's inspiring to see what they come up with. It's cool to see their take on it. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I totally waited till the last possible second to watch the documentary because I'm a fucking asshole. But I watched it the night before we had him on. And it was really, really good. Like, highly recommended.
Sorry, that's the Chinese government censoring you.
I think there's an earthquake alert.
Sorry about that. I apologize for that one.
So, Conan, you're basically saying risk reward can go to China and be really famous?
Don't tell Pat that, and I'll be on a plane to fucking China.
No, but it's like he was a really interesting guest, too, because he's just like, it's not like he's some famous document. It's not like he's like Lance Bangs or something. You know what I mean? He's just a fucking guy from Missoula.
Yeah.
And, Chicago. He lives in Missoula. And he's just this neat dude that I've just known through, like, rock and roll and the PRF and whatever. And, it was really good. I'm actually really excited to get that episode because it was just a fascinating conversation. And, he's raising funds for Indonesia now. And, like, I mean, if it's half as good as the China one, I mean, I'm in. It's fucking great, man.
Nice. How do we contribute to that anyway? People saying he's got some kind of Indiegogo thing going on.
Yeah, it's on it's one of your favorite things. It's the crowdfunding thing, John. It's on Indiegogo.
I'm behind that. I'm behind doing it for a movie. I don't know why. It's so arbitrary, right?
Or a laptop.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's so weird.
That and potato salad are okay.
I'm not okay with Amanda Palmer raising $1.2 million and then saying it was just a loss leader.
Yeah, that is bullshit. That's objective bullshit.
She was slagging on Albini. Albini's had a bad week with people calling him a piece of shit. Steve Earle calling him a fucking idiot.
Why?
Yeah, fucking home skillet from The Wire.
Just like
a piece of shit.
Just like out of nowhere in the middle of this interview, Steve Earle's like was talking about recording, and he says, "Oh, digital sounds like what it sounds like or something." And he goes, "And Steve Albini's a fucking idiot about it."
Wow.
So then Amanda Palmer was saying some shit today. Yeah, he's getting nailed. I'm sure he doesn't care that much, but he posted both the articles on Facebook, so maybe it pisses him off. Yeah. Well, he posted the Steve Earle thing going, I'm not sure why I'm an idiot for being right about stuff. But
Well, Amanda Palmer also tried to sort of ingratiate herself to, oh, we're more alike than you think, kind of
Exactly.
like, and it's like, yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah. I think he called that language Rumsfeldian in its twisting.
That's funny.
Anyway, so
Earl
last
Beatty.
thing, Ryan, thanks for listening, by the way.
Yeah, you got it.
I jumped right past that. Last thing I have is that I wanted to mention that I think it was awesome. I was one of the people in communication with Mr. Rockstar there, and was saying like, hey, yeah, you got to check out Joshua Tree. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Like, it's no place like on earth, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The next thing I look, he's got like all these pictures of hanging out with these fucking Kardashians. I'm like, God damn it. Tommy, come on.
You sent him on a quest to find himself, and he went to the Kardashian party.
Yeah, completely. Maybe
This
He
guy's
did
got a knack.
literally the opposite.
maybe I did exactly that and found myself. Yeah.
You
how he
found
finds
yourself
peace.
at Khloe Kardashian's party, which she wasn't even at.
Yeah.
She's big like a fucking tree.
I do appreciate though that you have sort of the Alfred E. Newman sort of what me worry look
Right.
in all the pictures. Like I
Right.
think that's a good way to play that off.
I had to.
At least makes it funny.
I actually
He pretends like he's a fish out of water. He fit right in.
Come on now. I actually, Conan, I went there seriously for a top secret assignment for Life of the Barrage just to play undercover. I would have no interest in going to a party like that ever.
Oh, it was great for the show. You have to do that stuff. That was a good idea. To
Yeah,
go.
I mean, if you had gotten like a station ID from one of those vacuous cunts, I mean, that would have been great.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Whoa,
Where's that Chinese censor?
Sorry, I meant vacuous.
Wait, what was that, Conan? Say that again? One more time?
I think he said our leader is glorious and benevolent.
I don't use that term lightly. I know I have firsthand authority that they're terrible people. So,
Right.
sorry.
I just can't believe they didn't show up at their own sponsored corporate day party, man. I was confused.
It's weird. What was the party for, anyway?
It was for this app called Regrouped.
Jesus.
Which is like spelled REGROUPT apostrophe D. Something like that. And it was the Kardashians decided that they'd get their hands on they put their little mitts on this app development company, and they just kind of tag along with it, and it's supposed to like stream your messages into like one unified place like your phone or something. I don't know.
Great. Yeah. Okay.
Like your phone.
Yeah, world's beating down a path to the door for that, isn't they?
Yeah, it's like, what's wrong with your phone texting? It's, I don't know. It was lame.
It's like Wolf from The Office.
Yeah, but I
Okay, so it's coming on the fax machine.
was going to say the fax machine was the best part of that whole skit.
Yeah.
All right, Conan, good talking to you. Anything else?
I just wanted to ask Tommy if he saw the Cracker Kerosene Hat Platinum record on the wall at Pappy and Harriet's in Pioneer Town.
Oh, shit. I was too starstruck with quote-unquote Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse.
Please, call me Hank.
Please. My best friends call me Hank.
But no, Conan, I didn't. Why? What's the significance there, buddy?
So, and real quick, I don't want to give any more time here, but the thing with that is Cracker recorded that shit box of a record at the studio in Pioneer Town, right?
Wait a minute. Before you say another thing, Hank from Wormburner, all kidding aside, is friends with the dudes from Cracker and Rockstar Parking and that whole scene, and they somehow are tethered to that place, and
that makes sense.
They play there a lot, and there's a whole thing. Anyway, yeah, I think that's where
I'm
you're going.
so sorry. But so there's a studio that's in Pioneer Town. It's a Western front. Like they filmed all these Western movies there in the 50s and 60s, and like it literally looks like like the old West.
Yeah, it's an awesome place. It's an awesome town.
Super fucking great place.
Great place to cite celebrities.
Yeah. But they have a honest to goodness like big time studio there, and the big thing is that Cracker recorded Kerosene Hat there. So they have the platinum record on the wall at Pappy and Harriet's, and if you walk around during the day. And you'll talk to like these old dudes, who like desert living dudes who are sitting there like selling saddles or whatever the fuck they're up to.
There were a lot of those dudes there.
And you happen to mention that you play music or you play in a band or whatever. They're like, oh, you play music? Do you know the band Cracker? And they'll be like, yeah. And like, oh, well, they record a Kerosene Hat here. And then they'll talk at length to you, whether you're interested or not, about Cracker and the record Kerosene Hat.
Oh, fantastic.
It's really fucking weird.
That's the record with Low on. I mean, right? Yeah. I guess that's their big hit.
Yeah, and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Camper van, post camper van Beethoven.
That's it. Them and Rockstar Park and Camper van.
Right.
Beethoven.
What's the name of that guy? That chooch.
Yeah. Who's the lead chooch on that?
Hank.
David Lowery.
That's it. David Lowery. Yeah.
He's another guy. He's
David Lowery, Seasoned Salt.
He's pissed off about not getting paid.
I think if I got my Pioneer Town Pappy and Harriet's lore down, I think he's like part owner of this place somehow. I don't know. He's somehow.
Yeah, he's tied up with it somehow. It's great in spite of that. Trust me.
All right. Well.
All right. Very good.
And so I just wanted to mention that and the fact that Tommy wouldn't be interested in this, but they have amazing pulled pork down there too. So.
No, Tommy
amazing.
Does not agree with that eating meat or smuggling it on an airplane.
When Bourdain did no reservations with Josh from Queens of the Stone Age, Josh took him there to get the pulled pork and like have a beer and stuff.
I didn't stay there long enough, other than to have a beer and starfuck a little bit. But other than that,
well, what's amazing is that all the people that are there are all like really interesting people to do cool shit. Like there's a dude I met that was like actually broke the first like one of the first land speed records in America for the Indian for the motorcycle.
Wow.
The salt flats.
What was
and
the speed?
He just was fucking sitting there nursing a beer, and it just happened to strike up a conversation with him.
Is that Burt Monroe by any chance?
From the association?
He's an old guy, right?
He's old. Fuck.
That was a great movie. Anthony Hopkins played him.
Yeah.
The World's Fastest Indian is the name of the movie. It's I know exactly who you're talking about.
Nice job,
Burt
Ryan.
Monroe.
You do sound on that, Ryan?
I wish.
I think that was the
Australian.
guy's name. Anyway,
He's Australian,
but,
right? Or not Australian. I think he's from New Zealand.
Something like that. But anyway, it's just the kind of place you run into characters like that all the time. It's a really cool place. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I'm glad, Tommy, you got to experience some part of it, even if you blew up Joshua Tree to go not hang out with the Kardashians.
Right. No, actually, Conan.
He went.
Yeah, for the record, I did all of it. I went to Coachella, saw the replacements, went to Joshua Tree, went to the Kardashian party, and hit Pappy and Harriet's. And got Jack in the Box all in a matter of 3 days, so not too bad.
All right.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
And you saw the Dees.
And the Dees.
And AC/DC, yes.
If you had managed to buy some cat food with Danzig, you really would have touched them all.
There he is. It's Conan Neutron. Thank you, Conan.
Hi, guys.
Listen to Conan every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern on Radio Nope. You'll hear his show, Conan Neutron's Protonic Reversal.
Yeah.
Tune in, baby. All right, Conan. Thanks. There goes the boss man, Neutrons. Conan! Conan!
I recorded a station ID for him yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I think it's good.
Was it like this is Ryan of the Ryan game?
Derek, people in that bar just making up stories. Derek saying the dude died in 1978.
There you go.
I think they opened in 1986, so we'll see.
You know, I broke the land speed record for Indian motorcycles. All right, watch. The next guy who comes in, I'm going to tell him I broke the sound barrier.
Yeah, that place was cool, man.
Sitting in the bar fucking with people all day.
If we were ever do a remote, we should do it from there because it's very barrage-y in there. We have to travel.
If it's barrage-y there, why do it there?
Yeah.
Let's just do it here.
Hey, I got a cowboy hat. Hang that shit on the wall and call it a day.
Yeah. I'll wear my assless chaps next week.
We are still tied in the third period with about 6 minutes left.
Third period.
I'll print out a screenshot of the Cracker video and hang it on the wall.
Hey, John, you got a non-sports ball me up over here. So what's going on? This is game number what of what
This
series?
is game 5 of the first round of the playoffs. If the Rangers win, they will move on to the second round.
And if they lose?
If they lose, they
go
will
to game 6.
Go to game 6 at the Garden. No, in Pittsburgh. And game 7 will be at the Garden, potentially.
See, I don't
Hopefully
know.
it won't come to that, and we'll just win in overtime. Stuff went in right now. We're not looking too good this period.
I like hockey, but I'm not a huge sports ball hockey fan. However, I did try to get you a guest this week who was part of an interesting little story. Did you know about this guy?
Yeah. There was I don't know if you guys have seen this. It was a story.
The guy who invented roller derby?
Yeah.
And broke that barrier?
I invented roller derby.
He broke the sound barrier on roller skates.
Do you like cracker?
Where have we gone?
What's your favorite cracker tape? You know, I'm the first man to walk on the Pacific Ocean from Hawaii to California on one of those stupid standing up surfboards.
I know.
Thank you.
I had 22,000-foot stilts.
What do you think of cracker? Pretty good, huh?
It's pretty great.
So yeah, this there was this blog or a news item or whatever that all these Caps fans who live in New York, I believe, went to the Islander game and were abused, and they got some racial stuff and some homophobic stuff hurled at them supposedly.
And their car's keyed.
Car got keyed. They
peed on.
The best is somebody took their license plate. I mean, you're really fucked if you take somebody's license plate. Like, you're screwed without a license plate.
First of all, you need like a screwdriver to get that.
Yeah. Oh, they have those screwdrivers. Those Islanders fans are all construction chicks.
Islander branded screwdrivers.
Oh, sure. This guy would take his fucking plates.
Yeah.
So they took the plates and they get a beer dumped on them and blah blah blah. So one of these people, we almost had her on the show, but she said that she did not want to do the show because they're getting all sorts of death threats and they're turning down media interviews left and right. But
yeah.
We almost had her because why did we almost have her, Tommy?
Well, this is a
you do her merch for the Washington Capitals.
Well, so she's a friend of mine, and I feel really bad for her because she's going through a rough week, especially with all this stuff. But I met her when, if you recall, rewind the clock to 3 episodes ago when I met Lady Gaga. This was the girl who brought Lady Gaga into the party that I was on that out for that night or whatever, So
this was a girl you went on a date on.
Oh, come on. Sorry. Game. I'm talking about the game.
Okay, cool. No, this is a friend. That's a random girl while I was on that date, and that went horribly wrong, but she showed up and brought Gaga in. So she's oddly got the Washington Caps hockey vibe going on one hand, and then
how does that not go in? Dan Boyle with the backhander.
Oh, he kicked it right back out.
Oh, the rebound, and he's so upset with himself, he smashes his stick on the ice. Go ahead.
That's Chris Kreider.
That's Kreider, yeah.
Yeah, this was, I don't know, like
Dan Boyle, you old piece of shit. Get him off the ice. Guy sucks.
2 months ago, whatever. I don't know. Basically, long story short, I met this girl through Lady Gaga or vice versa. And this is the same girl who got all this grief and who was on ESPN and the Washington Post. And
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, so small world, but
yeah. So it would have been nice to have her in and get her side of the story.
Yeah,
and there are other sides of the story. I know people who were near that section.
Oh, okay.
And there are some other sides of the story that, I mean, there's never any excuse. Listen, I think that behavior at hockey games is horrible. I don't like people screaming and cursing when there's kids around. I think it's bullshit.
Well,
we had a guy screaming at your son at the game last Saturday.
Yeah, I almost kicked his head in. Fucker. Who the hell wears a Jacksonville Jaguars jersey to a fucking Ranger game anyway?
Yeah.
Dick.
In general.
He backed right down, and I was like, what's your fucking problem? He's like, what's my problem? And he shut up. But
I was standing quiet in the
shadows.
shadows.
That screaming at people dumping beers, the whole thing's bullshit. So I had sympathy, but then I heard some other sides of the story that said that,
they were causing trouble?
They were tailgating since 10 o'clock a.m., and
The game was at noon, wasn't it?
The game was at noon. So, but
not terribly
the guy, no. This guy, apparently, they were kind of hamming it up. Like the main dude who wrote the article, was like running around the. They have this outside area. They call it a beer garden at the Coliseum.
I mean, it's a parking lot.
It's a piece of the parking lot with 10 porta potties set up and 2 picnic tables, and they call it a beer garden.
Just like Jones Beach.
It's fucking hilarious. It's a disaster. What a dump that place is. So the guy apparently is running around with his towel and sticking it in people's faces, like his Caps towel and stuff. So there's another side of the story, and it all might be kind of a work because I heard another story. I don't know if this is true or not, that he's like some kind of porn producer. So maybe he's doing some kind of fucking promotion,
Well, it would have helped if we had the
doesn't seem on the level.
The real deal, from
How does the porn producing have anything to do with this?
I think one of the people in their crew was I don't even know how to say it, man. Just they played for the other team. And I think that
there was some homophobic things.
And I think there was someone picked up on that, some flamboyancy issues, and then we'll see.
Well, all that stuff's bullshit. I don't agree with any of it. Everyone should be. And then I went to the Islander Ranger game at the Coliseum, and I had no problems. I was wearing my Ranger jersey, but also I'm a man. People tell me I'm a big guy. I don't feel big like mentally. Right. I always feel like a small guy.
You got a big fucking head.
Oh, come on. And I got a big fucking head. Thank you. So I guess that has a lot to do with it. I don't know.
It's just like it's sports. Everyone should go have fun. I get it. The playoffs, people get more rowdy. That's fine. But just
I never want to get into a fight ever. I could die. Yeah. It's dangerous.
It's funny how that Ranger's
fucking dangerous.
He's got St. Louis on his back. He's playing for New York.
St. Louis. Marty St. Louis.
There you go.
He's another freaking old man. Got to get rid of some of these old guys. Marty St. Louis is skating around like he's wearing sneakers in this series.
Is Ty Domi still playing?
Yeah.
I wish.
Now
he would have came out of the stands and fought that dude in the Jaguars.
Absolutely.
Jersey.
The enforcers are going the way of the dodo.
Yeah.
but they're still around. Some of them.
How old are these guys? I mean, they look like they're 40, but they're probably 21, right?
No, that guy right there is our age. That's Dan Boyle. He's useless. And St. Louis is also 39. I think.
I'd like to see you say this to any one of their faces. Though.
I wouldn't.
Hey, what's up? You're useless.
That would be rude, but he's been horrible this series. He's skating around like he's got lead in his pants.
Now, this is all seriousness. How long ago did Mr. Van Beesbrook retire?
Oh, God.
Wow.
From 20 years
Panthers?
ago?
No, a long time ago. I don't know.
More than that.
And Mike Richter?
No, not more than 20 years.
Not more than 20? 10?
Mike Richter 10 years ago?
You know what it is? I lose track with the 2000s, the aughts.
Yeah.
I always, I skip a decade.
Skip the first.
That decade never happened in my eyes.
You skip the aughts. I
it
get
kind
it.
of still feels like it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, you forget
It
that
went
it's
from the 90s
it's been
to
over
now.
for 5
always.
years.
With music, with everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Richter probably retired in what, 99, 2000?
Wow.
John?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
What about Lundqvist? Is he still
He's on right now.
He's the goalie for the Rangers.
He's the most handsome man in hockey.
That's what I hear.
He's gorgeous.
He's a good-looking boy.
He's beautiful.
Listen to you guys.
And he's still the king.
Yeah, well, don't talk about him when the puck's going around the net. That was the other thing at the Rangers game. People were chanting, "Crosby is a little bitch, doo-dah."
Then what happens?
And
right?
he scores, of course.
Yeah.
That does not work. It's like, shut
the
up.
only thing that works
Did
is
they
the
say
Jim
Mario
Rice
Stinks?
chant.
The Jim Rice chant.
Jim Rice.
Mario stinks like shit.
That always works.
That's the best. Mario trying to start the Mario Lemieux chant. Mario smells like shit, and then it just turned into him. And every time he stood up, the whole crowd's going, "Mario smells like shit."
Oh, it's so good. I can't believe that actually happened.
Mario smells like shit. Mario smells like shit. Mario smells like shit.
Hemorrhaging.
Mario smells like shit.
It's true, you know.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So yeah, they better win this game. I want to wrap it up tonight, and I don't want to go back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it would be a nice celebration for a Friday night.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Owen Biggs biting his nails off right now?
I think he's kind of disinterested, but now he's probably back in. When they start losing, he turns it off.
Let's give him a call. See where he's
Yeah,
at.
let's get him on the phone.
Call in 718-577-2716 if you're a big hockey fan. Yeah, all right.
Meanwhile, out of a transistor radio in his kitchen, he just heard that, like in the distance.
He won it for selling candy bars in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
Owen from New Hyde Park. Go ahead.
You're on the air.
I think the Yankees are killing the Mets, by the way. So
Yeah,
it looks like the winning streak has come to an end.
6-1.
I will be there tomorrow to see Matt Harvey throw a fastball at A-Rod's face. It's going to be great.
Wait a minute. Did you say the Yankees versus the Mets?
That's right, sir.
It's interleague already?
Well, they don't make it a special week anymore like they
really?
used to.
They mix it up now?
There's an interleague game going on every day throughout the season.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's not they don't make it a special occasion as they did when they started doing this.
Okay.
I was glad that it was Harvey and not Cologne, because if I went to a game where Cologne was pitching and he wasn't able to bat, that would be a bummer.
So the Mets won, what, 10 in a row?
Why? So you
13.
11.
Oh.
You
Oh,
watch his
11, yeah.
helmet go
13
flying
and
off
3.
every time he swings. I love that.
The best team in fucking baseball, and half of the team is in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Wow. Maybe they should stay there.
Yeah. David Wright, is he back?
Nope.
My sister's actually starting a Mets clothing line, believe it or not, on Etsy.
How's that?
It's called Metsy.
That's actually really good. I'm going to give her that. No, she's
She's licensed by the Major League Baseball?
No, she's like a good little Tommy Rockstar Jr. She's skirting it with gray area parody laws, and she made a shirt that says "Duda Right Thing."
Right.
You know,
This
like
is
stuff
what
like that.
these chooches, the 7-Line did, and
Is
they
she-
turned it into a cash cow. The Mets eventually partnered up with them.
Look at that.
Is your sister like 6'6"?
little inky rock star. No, she's pretty tall, 5'10", I guess.
How old is she?
Oh, Jesus.
She's got to be 30.
Yeah, 32 now. I thought that
I know when she turned 18, didn't Hugo camp out on your lawn and make an event out of it?
Pretty much. I remember Hugo drinking whiskey with my mom one day. I remember walking to my kitchen, and there's Hugo that just like having a maker's mark on my mom. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know?
Happy birthday to Mommy Rockstar, by the way. It was your mom's birthday the other day. Was that true?
Oh, shit. It's Lorenzo's birthday, too.
Is it?
Today?
Yep.
And Hitler's this week, too.
I should have known that. Happy birthday, Lorenzo. Because the cards came in the mail.
John snooping.
John's lifting 20s out of every card.
I was putting up a light fixture yesterday in the kitchen, and I had the breaker off, So I guess the breaker turned off a light downstairs. And I'm up on the ladder, and I'm putting this light fixture up, and I get shocked. I go, did I just get shocked? I'm like, I knew I turned the fucking breaker up. So like an idiot, I touch it again.
I would do the
see
same
if it's
thing.
on, and I get zapped. I'm like, what the fuck? And I realized that Lorenzo turned the breaker back on because he thought it just tripped. It was my fault. I should have left a note on the breaker, like, don't touch this. And I'm up there getting zapped. I called him. I'm like, hey, man, you're shocking the shit out of me. Can you turn that back off?
Wow.
Those fucking light fixtures. It took me 3 hours to do what an electrician could do in 10 fucking minutes. A nightmare. How the whole house is going to go up in flames.
Oh, good.
Good.
I've always been paranoid of that stuff, man. Electricity. Pat's good with that stuff, and I can't do it.
You know, it's pretty simple. There's only 3 wires, but
I just don't fuck with it.
yeah. Don't touch it.
I don't want to be bothered.
I'm not crazy about electricity. I'd
Leave it
rather
alone,
fuck with
kids.
plumbing than
Let's
electricity.
go. One more big push here as the clock winds down. Rangers Penguins, 35 seconds left.
Oh, come on. He just ate shit.
And it's cleared out. And up
No,
into the
there's
crowd.
There's a whistle on the play. Let's see what that
And a
is.
penalty? In the overtime?
It's
Be
not
awesome.
overtime.
No, but
Well, going into.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Tripping.
I don't think
Come on,
anything's
give him
happened.
tripping.
What do you guys want to do?
Let's go to White Castle.
Oh, road trip.
Zapped again. That's right. It was the
sequel to
it was the
Zapped.
sequel. It's me on a ladder putting in a light fixture.
Well,
Willie Ames was top billing on that one.
I love those bring back jokes. Those are the best.
By the way, I heard last week that you were complaining about my arms flailing around trying to show you the clock and time.
That's right.
So I downloaded this app that now clearly show you the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's what's the name of the app? The Clock.
Actually, it's called Time. It says Time.
It says 420 on it.
Yeah.
You know, like when you flail your arms around, you're pointing to like your watch, and you're pointing to your head, your microphone, and like I don't know what's happening.
That's the app I want to download. That tells me what time it is by Tommy flailing his arms around.
Listen here, I'm going to download you an app right here. You know what this is? It's a fucking pen and paper. Here, download this to your pocket, and then when you want to say something, write it down.
Okay.
Or you could just say it, you know.
Well, now I got
You
an
do
app.
have a microphone. You can say, I think we need to take a break now.
Well, I was going to say it's 9:40. Maybe we should take a break and then return with the Ryan game and the news.
Sounds
Or is that
good.
What we think?
Sounds perfect to me.
Yeah.
What do you think, Hairdo? Mike Hairdo.
I'm down with what's that all about?
I don't know.
You got a song to
I
dance
think
for
some
us?
people in the audience get confused. Like sometimes
Jesus
I call you
Christ.
Mike, and sometimes I call you Hairdo.
There's only one, and it's the same guy.
Right, Mike. That's why I called you Mike Hairdo.
Yeah, if,
Right.
if you don't know, you shouldn't be listening.
Don't listen if you don't know the difference.
We're going into overtime.
And we go into Ovaltine, and with that, we'll take a break, and we'll be back after this. Live from the Barrage, right here on Radio Dub. Yeah.
favorite radio show. Here's your host, John Houlihan.
What the hell is that? That's not right.
Terrible thing to say.
Compression.
It's awful. Compression. Welcome back to Live from the Barrage. Yeah, little minutes, little Chavez, little something for everyone, a little ODB. I didn't realize how dirty that song actually is.
Yeah.
It's quite explicit.
I got a text from some listeners around the country who were just telling me that that one of them is nannying. And they're listening at a very, very low volume because all the F-bombs.
I'm sorry. We apologize to those of you nannying or at the library or at Pantera Bread like Kazoo is right now.
Pantera Bread.
Kazoo listening at Panera Bread, and he's air drumming with breadsticks and scones.
I can totally see him doing that.
Kazoo's the best.
He's
Love
great.
that guy.
We should get a Kickstarter going and get him out here or something.
Yeah, good idea. And we're headed into overtime here with Rangers Penguins. Very exciting. We'll see what happens, and we're going to move on with the Ryan game. And Ryan, do you have a game for us this week?
I got a game for you.
Every week, Ryan comes up with a game for us. We don't know what it's going to be, and we're so happy to be surprised and play along and be revealed as idiots.
Overtime. It's funny you should say that.
And now, from a barrage
I gotta take a leak.
Queens, New York, it's time to play the Ryan game, where we expose these smartasses for the dumbasses they really are. Here's your host, Ryan Collison.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's move on with the game.
Yes, indeed. Let's move on with the game. I'll say it loud enough so John can hear also.
Something tells me this is Ranger related.
No, this is not a sports-related game tonight. Although I'm in sports heavenly.
Do we need anything like a buzzer or a goddamn? I don't want to see John have a hissy fit again.
All you need is your charming smile, and
all right,
I've got that handled.
So, the name of tonight's game is "Who's the Biggest Dummy?"
Oh man,
Right
is this
here.
opinion based?
It's not opinion based. It is a game of fact, or at least based on statistics. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to name a couple of celebrities, and between the two famous people that I mentioned, you're going to tell me which one of them has the lower IQ.
Say it by Lundquist.
Oh, like the actual IQ that you looked up?
Right.
Right. Where'd you go to? CelebrityIQ.com? .net.
I got from a couple of different sources.
All right, you don't have to tell me. I don't need to know.
Right, I'll reveal afterwards. But I got them from a couple of different websites.
I could totally see Ryan like private messaging my sister, being like, "What's Tommy's IQ?"
Who's the dummy? And we have to guess who has out of the two celebrities who is the dumber.
Bigger dummy.
Right. So one of them will have a lower IQ than the other.
I love the Ryan game.
All right.
I love it.
It's the best. I don't know. Every week he's done it. What is it? 125 shows or something like that? Amazing.
I've been out of ideas.
1, 2, 4.
At least 2 years.
Yeah, this is great.
So,
all right. Let's see who's stupider.
Here I am.
All right, Ryan.
And I came up with this game on Monday, so it's like I had the whole rest of the week to relax.
Nice job.
You know, and sometimes I'm like Friday afternoon, I'm like, what the fuck
me
am
too.
I going to do
That's
tonight?
me right then. You was right like 20 minutes before I
It was me today. I almost slept through the show. I was just not feeling it. Not feeling good, but I'm feeling better. I'm looking forward to playing the game.
Yeah.
And if the Rangers win, I'll really be feeling good.
I think it's the whiskey. I think we have some more whiskey, everybody. Cheers.
Yeah, you're onto something.
Yeah, I like the way
He's already got it. He's pouring it.
Oh, no, he's got the fireball.
Yeah, Hairdo's over there drinking his spicy Jägermeister.
Is that the same one from last week? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I tried to carry one bottle into 2 weeks. Yes.
Good job.
Smooth.
I'm not so worried now. All right, so let's start out. We'll start out with John. John, between Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, who's the biggest dummy?
Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton? Who's dumber? I'm going to say Hillary has a higher IQ than Mr. Clinton.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Tommy?
I'm going to have to go with Billiam on that one.
You're saying that Bill Clinton is the biggest dummy out of those?
No. I'm sorry. The other way around. I'm saying he's smarter. So Hillary.
So you're saying that Hillary's the bigger dummy?
Yes.
In this case. John's saying that Bill is the bigger dummy.
Bill's the bigger dummy.
I'll go for dummy.
And you're saying that Hillary's the bigger dummy.
Okay, dummies.
All right.
What school did they go to? Princeton or something?
I have no idea.
Take a stab there, dude.
Fucking.
Well,
they're both smarter than me.
You've heard them both speak, and you can tell one's probably smarter than the other.
I'm a Rhodes Scholar.
I'm saying Bill is dumber than she is.
And you're saying Bill is dumber. Okay.
Correct. And I don't mean either one of them are dumb.
No, I mean
they've done way more with their lives than I have.
They both rank quite well on the IQ test. I'll have you know.
Okay.
Where Bill has an IQ of 137.
That's right.
That's not bad.
Isn't that like touching genius status?
I don't know.
It's pretty
I know the average person has an IQ of 98. That's what I read during.
Yeah,
during
it's
the
got to be
research.
close. Somebody, please let us know what genius level IQ is.
Right.
Anyway, go ahead
on the chat box,
Ryan.
And Hillary has an IQ of 140. She beats Bill by 3 points.
I knew it.
Bill Clinton is the bigger dummy, and if,
What an idiot.
If this was Russia, they'd be dragging me out of here already.
What a moron.
God bless America.
Yeah. Freedom on the airways. We get to bash ex-president.
So I think John and Hairdo.
She's constantly throwing.
Both get a point on that. Congratulations to
Thank you.
fellas. You fine fellas.
She's always throwing in my face.
All right.
You stupid idiot.
Between Quentin Tarantino, famous film director, and actor James Woods,
Oh.
who is the bigger dummy?
All right. Well, go ahead.
We'll start with Mike on this one. You went last time, and
All right.
you get to go first this time.
The name I say is the dumber one. Is that correct?
Right, you're going to tell me which of the two is dumber.
Everyone knows on the chat box. Thank you, everyone, saying 140 is genius level. Thank you.
All right. I have to say that even though I find them to be probably both intelligent, I'm going to say that Quentin Tarantino is the dumber of the two.
Okay. Tommy, who do you think is dumber?
I'm with Hairdo on that. Send your
You
video
think
rental
that Quentin
clerk store.
Tarantino
Yeah.
is the dumber of the two? I think he's pretty smart. But
I do too. I don't doubt that. But something tells me James
Right.
Woods is
but
a fucking.
But one has to be dumber than the other. That's
Right,
for
yeah.
sure.
Don't
I
bait
think
us, Ryan.
Quentin Tarantino's is probably of high intelligence. I know for a fact that James Woods is like a super
a
genius.
Mensa member, or
Even
some
though
shit.
he's like a piece of shit. I don't agree with his politics. I don't know how dumb he could be.
Keep in mind, before you answer, that Quentin Tarantino was first discovered as a video store rental clerk in L.A.
Oh, that doesn't mean
Yeah, but
much.
there's very smart people that take that
That is
career
true.
path.
I remember reading that James Woods was super smart. I'm gonna say Quentin Tarantino is the bigger dummy.
Quentin Tarantino. So all three of you are going to say Quentin Tarantino is the bigger dummy. of the two.
Anyone who puts himself in his own movies and can act is a huge dummy.
So Quentin Tarantino, I'll let you know, then has an IQ of 160.
Wow.
What?
160.
Whoa. Get out of here.
That's
What do
higher
you
than-
take that on the AOL.com?
That's
or some
higher
shit?
than me.
Does anybody want to change their...
Hey, dude, I'm not fronting. I'm up there.
Oh,
Anyway,
look at the Rangers
Does
almost
any-
scored
Oh,
the
I
floating
see.
puck. God damn it. It's nobody in front of the net.
Go ahead.
Does anybody want to change their answer now that you know that his IQ
No.
is 160?
No,
Everybody's going to stand pat?
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? Is there a max cap limit, like a FICO score of how high your IQ can be?
I've seen, doing the research, I've seen some people get into the 200s.
Really?
Like Stephen Hawking type shit.
Right.
Stephen Hawking actually has an IQ of 60.
It's the machine he rides with that's 159.
A lot of people don't know this. He's a huge idiot.
I think he's a fucking moron.
He just has a smart computer that he rides with.
Black
They're just
hole,
being
schmack
nice-
hole.
They're just being nice to him because
It's all
he's talking
bullshit.
about science shit while he's in a wheelchair. I mean, you're going to call him a dummy for that?
Him and Neil Duranga's torso.
You think this is the real Quaid?
It is.
It is.
Get your ass to Mars.
All right,
How
so
was your trip to Mars?
Yes, what about James
so everybody's
Woods?
going to stand back. All right, so with a 160 IQ for Tarantino, James Woods has an IQ of 180.
Yes.
Yeah, wow, 180. I knew he was a super
I
genius.
knew he was a smart guy.
We all get a point there, and yes, the trolls are back in the chat box. This guy was in there last night.
What is he saying?
Who cares? Ignore this fucker.
I'll kick his ass.
All right.
Who is? Which one's the troll? Can you tell me the name
Make a
privately?
sign. Yeah, privately. Right. Here's a pen and paper.
Some dick.
I know that one. Here. Hold on.
You're
Yeah,
writing
what's
down the
question?
troll?
Because you stole it.
Yeah.
By the way,
all three of us moving on with a point.
Yep. I also want to point out I downloaded and listened to that song, the entire song of "Nothing's Ever Gonna Keep You." What a choochie fucking song! That is like the choochiest song of all time.
I don't know, man. It still reminds me of a good time. It reminds me
No,
of
the chorus is amazing, but the verse is like, where are you going with this, man?
Well, it reminds me of The Karate Kid. I was like 8 years old or 9 years old when I saw it. It came out. It was a feel-good movie this summer.
Was it Danny Bonaducci wrote it? Danny Pintero was one of those guys?
No.
Bonaducci.
Daniel LaRusso. Daniel LaRusso's going to fight. Daniel LaRusso's going to fight.
I wonder what Ralph Macchio's IQ is.
Oh, yeah. You should find out.
We mixed one of his movies as a director, a short film. Did you work on that, Ryan?
I did, yeah.
He came in. He was the fucking coolest dude in the world.
He seems like a really nice guy.
He was so fucking nice.
He's got to be pretty down to earth to star in Beer League with Artie Lang.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I met Ralph Macchio once. Did you know that? He actually was a nice guy.
Did you get a station ID?
No, this was back when I was like 12. I got his autograph.
Oh.
And he stopped for an autograph. Him, Burt Young, and Robert De Niro were doing a play. And people were waiting outside, and I just got in like the line to wait. I'm like, "Who are you looking for?" You know, something like that. And
what are we waiting online to see Prince? What's going on here?
Yeah, Macchio and Burt Young, who now I've met twice, just walking around the city, which is kind of crazy. They both stopped and signed autographs and stuff, and De Niro like ran into the limo. But you know,
wow. I once went up to
I don't blame him.
Daryl Strawberry's house, looking for his autograph. He lives right by my parents' house in Long Island. I knocked on his door, and he answered the door, and I was like, "Are you Daryl Strawberry?" He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Can I have your autograph?" He's like, oh, and he just signed it and kind of walked off. I was like 8 years old.
My mom, when she was a kid, Jackie Gleason lived in Manhattan, and so did my mom. My mom,
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, this is years, in the 50s or whatever. My mom, literally, went down like uptown or downtown to wherever he lived. Went to his
Jackie
house.
Gleason.
I shit you not.
Are you interested in game shows or not?
So she went and knocked on his door, and like a butler answered, and she's like, "Aha!" And she's like a little girl, like in like her like Sunday's best because it was like a Sunday morning, and she like knocked on his door. She's like, "Is Jackie Gleason here?" And the butler's like, "Hold on 1 minute, ma'am," and like went, and you could see like he went, and Jackie Gleason probably had like 2 chicks inside, and he like got him. He's like, "Listen, dude, there's a little girl outside."
Saved by Lundquist.
And Jackie Gleason came out with like a cigarette and a martini in his hand, like, in his fucking bathrobe, and signed an autograph for her.
That's amazing.
She still has it to this day.
Nice.
I didn't miss one part of your story, Mike. I'm sorry. I was paying attention to hockey.
I was watching it.
There was end-to-end action there.
I saw it. Coast to coast like buttered toast.
I'm listening to Jackie Gleason, then all of a sudden I hear, shoot!
She tried to shoot Jackie Gleason. This is weird.
Anyway, I apologize, Ryan.
Right. Deleted scenes from
the Honeymooners.
Yeah. Shoot, Norton.
From The Hustler. Anyway,
Go ahead.
2 action stars. Who is the bigger dummy? Arnold Schwarzenegger, governor of California, and the Terminator.
I know who he is.
You think this is the real Quaid? It is.
There he is.
Or Dolph Lundgren.
Oh.
2 big dummies.
Yeah. Good question.
Who is the bigger dummy of the 2?
Oh, man. Broussard's going off the ice. Rangers getting a penalty. Penguins on a power play. This is terrible.
Tommy, we're going to start with you on this one. Who do you think is the bigger dummy? I'm the biggest dummy. Just say my name every time, and you win.
I'm going to go with Mr. Lundgren.
He's the bigger dummy.
I think so. I mean, hey, he's no governor of California's.
That's right. You are.
Imagine
correct,
this
sir.
fucking chooch becomes the governor of goddamn California.
I know.
What a fucking nightmare.
Watching you
guys
be
just
mine.
He's actually a smart businessman.
From working out. He parlayed lifting weights into being the governor of California. He's not even from this country.
Well, John,
look at Ronald Reagan.
You got to respect that.
Let's put your argument to effect here. And
right.
what do you say is?
I'm going to guess that
Ryan moving the game along.
Dolph Lundgren is like some kind of super fucking genius. I don't know why I think that. I think he's super intelligent. I'm going to go Arnold Schwarzenegger is the bigger dummy. He's a big dummy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, the bigger dummy.
Dumber than Dolph.
Dumber than dumb.
According to John Houlihan. And hairdo.
I too will say Schwarzenegger is the dumber one, and I kind of happen to know this one.
Okay, if you know anything about Dolph Lundgren,
I do.
He is indeed a big fucking genius.
Yes,
really?
He's got 2 master's degrees in biochemistry. From one of them, I think, is from. I don't have the notes in front of me, but it's from an Ivy League school.
Really?
And he was well on his way to becoming a doctor.
Amazing.
And he became the bodyguard for Grace Jones, and she got him into show business.
Oh wow, that's how. That's the arc of his career.
And they had a relationship together as well.
I bet they did.
Amazing.
And she got him into what was that movie? The James Bond movie.
Oh yeah, View to a Kill.
View to a Kill.
John?
No.
Goldfinger. The Living
Octopussy?
Daylights, as a matter
I know
of
which
Living
one
Daylights?
it is.
fact. It's Living Daylights.
Goldfinger, To Live and Let Die.
Finally comes in handy.
Dawn of the Day, Living Daylight, fucking Thunderball,
Moonraker.
Schwarzenegger's not too shabby, as a matter of fact. What
are the IQs, by the
his
way?
reported IQ is 135.
Okay, Schwarzenegger
Wow.
almost reaching the genius level.
I'm smarter than that guy. And what about Dolph Lundgren?
And Dolph Lundgren, as if you excuse me while I scroll up on my phone, has an IQ of, here it is.
Drum roll. Chinese gong.
Has an IQ of 160.
160.
160, yeah.
So Dolph Lundgren is as smart as Quentin Tarantino, but only one of them can mix chemicals together.
And that's Tarantino in a meth lab out in Southern California.
John, you are correct. And Mike, you are correct.
Thank you.
Tommy, you are not. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
All right,
The score
good
is,
guesses.
John has 3, Mike has 3, and Tommy has 1 at this point.
Right, I guess I got the low IQ.
Well, I guess we're looking who's dumber now.
All right.
asshole.
All right, only 135 questions left to see who has the bigger IQ.
The next one is baseball legend and former New York Yankee Reggie Jackson.
Oh, wow.
Or a supermodel Cindy Crawford.
Ooh, I think they're both pretty smart.
All right, why don't you start this then?
Who had the candy bar?
All right, I think Reggie Jackson is super duper high level of intelligence. Maybe not as smart as Keith Hernandez, who could finish the New York Times crossword puzzle Sunday in the locker room. But I'm gonna say who's the other guy?
Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford. I'm gonna say Cindy Crawford is slightly dumber than Reggie Jackson, but I think they're both very high IQs.
Okay, Mike, why don't you tell us what you think?
Someone posting a meme in the chat box. I learned the laws of physics
Really?
because I must break them, and it's Dolph Lundgren.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that Cindy Crawford is Jackson is dumber than she is.
Reggie Jackson dumber than Cindy Crawford.
Correct.
Racist. All right, go ahead.
The reason
Tom.
I think Reggie Jackson is smart is because you don't butt heads with Steinbrenner. Oh, what a backhander!
Yeah.
Almost
Holy
went in.
shit.
Like if you're a smart person, you're constantly arguing with other people.
I absolutely love.
You'd like to think that.
I was gonna say,
the
I
guy who
love-
argues with everybody.
I love when we get to these games and we hear John Houlihan's logic. Logic, I was there.
Give me the goddamn sound. Give me the sound.
Lower the pot.
All right, we just want to give you some news. The Rangers have lost.
I see. We got champagne from John's wonderful wife.
Oh my God!
Bring it on, sister.
Let's go. Rangers going to round 2, baby. Bringing it home at the Garden.
Baby.
I got it already.
Beautiful thing.
So what are you chanting now? 1940? That's the proper chant?
I will throw you right out of here. Congratulations, New York Rangers. The Broadway Blue Shirts taking it home. Who's got a bigger IQ, Dan Girardi or Lundqvist?
Bookaboom.
Jeff Bookaboom.
giving me dirty looks.
Yes.
I believe in Save the Weed. Looking at me.
Who, John Robert?
I believe.
Did the kids see the end of that game?
I can't wait to hear the playback on this podcast.
I hope you didn't send the kids to bed during overtime. They're watching? Okay, good. Thank you.
Let's get them out of here.
Parenting tips with John Houlihan.
Hags, baby. All right. Let's move on with the game.
All right, so Tommy, we are waiting on you.
So Victoria Jackson versus who?
Versus Ingve Malmsteen.
Oh, Ingve Malmsteen.
Go.
Ingve Malmsteen is smarter than Victoria Jackson. So Victoria Jackson's the bigger dummy.
People, go ahead.
Victoria Jackson.
People responding to our insane behavior.
Blowing speakers.
Beth King asking, did a semi with a beer commercial just drive through the crowd?
That's exactly what we sounded like.
No, Armstrong Smith. They wrote that song in 1995, actually. It was, it came out after. That's why I think
What's
it's
that
cursed.
about Gary Glitter?
It's, because every hockey goal song is kind of like a play on Rock and Roll Part 2.
Right.
But
Stadium Rock.
Yeah.
Ours is the best. You
Volume 1.
guys know that song Chelsea Dagger? How does that go? Do you know that one? That's the black.
Hey! way.
No, that's rock and roll. That's the Chicago Blackhawks. They use that dumb
do use
Chelsea
that?
Dagger song.
Fuck them.
I love your wife. She just brought me champagne.
Nice.
This is great.
Me and you both, my friend.
This took a weird turn.
I'm glad. Dick Gunder's on the chat box.
I just realized that John can isolate that. I love your wife.
That's okay. You could love my wife.
Yeah. Wait, Victoria.
Wait, I love it. I just read Dennis Gunder's thing.
What did he write?
He said you got to see the conversation Owen just had with himself on Facebook. I got to bring somebody else into this conversation.
Yes, you do. Wait, Victoria Jackson versus who?
No, I don't think that ever.
Oh wait, it was
got
someone.
brought up.
Oh,
It's Reggie Jackson.
Oh, that's it.
Versus Cindy Crawford.
I'm gonna go with Cindy Crawford being the bigger dummy.
Cindy Crawford, the bigger dummy. John, you said that Cindy Crawford also is. Is that correct?
I think Cindy Crawford is slightly dumber than Reggie Jackson. Correct.
And Mike, what'd you say?
I said Cindy Crawford is smarter.
Smarter. Okay. Tommy and John are correct.
Hey.
Yes.
Reggie Jackson with an IQ of 160.
Genius.
And Cindy Crawford with an IQ of 154.
Ooh, right out. What did I say? They were very close, and I knew Reggie Jackson was smart.
That guy's the best looking player in hockey.
Who?
That goalie guy with the beard.
Yeah.
He's sweaty. He just played. Give him a break. Let him fucking shower and suit up, and then you tell me you don't have hearts in your eyes for him.
Yeah, you Google image search Henry. You know what? You're not going to be able to spell Lundqvist.
Lundqvist.
Close.
All right, so here's the next one. Former porn star Asia Carrera or Alicia Keys, famous piano player, pop star.
Right.
Mike, we'll start with you.
What an odd team.
There's an O in Lundqvist.
No, there's not.
It just said Luno. Oh, that was a D.
Go ahead, Ryan.
You're a Luna.
Pay no attention to the man who tries to talk about sports.
Behind the bar.
What do you say, Mike? Who's smarter, Asia Carrera?
What an effort in the corner.
I don't know. I'm going to go with smarter.
I'm sorry. Who's the bigger dummy as the game?
Oh, what a fucking goal!
That was a great goal.
Great goal.
I know it's so hard to pay attention to anything else right now.
I'm getting Owen's conversation sent to me via screenshot right now.
Quick.
No, somebody else.
Right.
This is awesome.
Whose turn is it?
Is he freaking
it's
out?
mine, and I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with. Even though I have a feeling she's fucking smart, it's the pairing that I'm unsure of. So I'm gonna say that Alicia Keys is the dumber of the two.
Okay. John, we'll go with you next. Who do you think is the dumber?
I think Alicia Keys is dumber, and I will say the porn star is smarter because I think you're trying to trick me.
Okay. Tommy, what do you say?
Alicia Keys is the smarter, so the Tia Carrera is dumber.
And wait, Asia Carrera is the woman who was in Wayne's World, right? And then she went on to a career in porn?
There's two. There's Tia Carrera.
Tia Carrera.
Asia Carrera.
I thought the first movie she was in was called Ballroom Blitz.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
By Slade.
So
it's a porn movie.
the two
Ballroom
are
Blitz.
Wait, who got that?
We're gonna find out.
The two people in this category are rather close, but Asia Carrera is slightly smarter.
Shut the fuck up.
Than Alicia Keys. She has an IQ of 156, and Alicia Keys has an IQ of 154.
There you go. Alicia Keys,
Who's this?
New Yorker.
John gets a point, I believe.
I believe I do.
I got one.
And Hairdo gets a point.
Owen says he's done nothing to deserve this anguish.
I love it.
For the love of God, I can't believe we lost 4 2-1 games against the best team in hockey. Jesus Christ.
I love Owen.
Jesus Christ, buddy.
That's so him.
So here's the next one.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Who's the bigger dummy? Fox talk show host Bill O'Reilly.
Okay.
Or Doors frontman Jim Morrison.
They both make about the same amount of sense. All right, go ahead.
Bill O'Reilly or Jim Morrison?
Bill O'Reilly or Jim Morrison, who is the bigger dummy? Tommy, go ahead. Why don't you start this?
I hate to say it, but Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison, the bigger dummy. Okay. Yeah. Mike, we'll go with you next.
Jesus Christ. I don't really like this pairing.
Yeah.
It's like wine and feet.
Who are you calling wine and who are you calling feet?
They're interchangeable.
Both. Yeah, both. It doesn't matter. I'm going to say that
wine and feet party next week.
I'm going to say that Jim Morrison. I don't know. I'm going to say Jim Morrison's the bigger dummy.
Yeah.
Okay. And John, well, who do you think is the bigger dummy?
Oh man, the Lizard King versus Long Island product Bill O'Reilly.
He can do anything, man.
This is tough, man. All the questions, I felt like I had a grasp on all of them so far, and I feel that the score reflects that. But this one, I'm fucking lost.
Ryan, you're good, man. You're good, Ryan.
What did Hardy say?
He said what I said, which was Jim Morrison's the bigger dummy.
All right, I'm going with the opposite. I think Bill O'Reilly is a bigger dummy. I think Jim Morrison's slightly smarter.
He's following my winning track record.
I'm just going against the grain.
So, Bill O'Reilly has a reported IQ of 150.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim Morrison has a reported IQ of 147.
Damn it! I finally got one wrong. You those guys got one right. Tommy and Hairdo, you're the best around.
They're very close in score, the two of them.
Because he's going to ever keep me down.
The killer awoke before dawn.
He put his boots on and went to Bill O'Reilly's house to have coffee.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Live, I said.
Here's Sting to play us out.
All right,
Oh,
who
fuck
is
that
the
dude.
bigger dummy of these two? Film star of such movies as Total Recall and Casino, Sharon Stone, or
Get your ass to Moss.
regular Oscar nominee Meryl Streep. Who is the bigger dummy between Meryl
Sharon
Streep
Stone
and Sharon Stone?
or Meryl Streep?
I'm going to go with Sharon Stone.
Oscar-winning actress Meryl Streep.
Sharon Stone, bigger dummy, says Tommy Rockstar.
Started off.
This is tough. I'm going in the. I'm gonna say Sharon Stone is smarter only because she was in Casino with James Woods.
And she learned a lot
I
while
think
she was there, right?
by osmosis, some of that rubbed off on her.
Yeah.
So who's the other one?
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, she's a total idiot.
Yeah, she's not known for.
She's got nothing. No, yeah. So I'm going to say Meryl Streep is slightly scored slightly
more retarded.
Slightly dumber than. I think compared to Sharon Stone, Meryl Streep's drooling on the streets. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't know. I'm guessing.
The streets of Connecticut.
Meryl Streep.
What do you say there, Mike?
It's all a personal preference, and it's because I've worked with both, and I like Meryl Streep better. I'm saying that Sharon Stone is the dumber of the two.
Okay.
All right.
That's such a personal slight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not picking on any other reason.
You want to put Sharon Stone on the shit list over there?
No.
No?
She was
fine?
nice, but
Meryl Streep's sweetheart.
She's a New Yorker, and she was in all the time, and she knew my name, and she liked me, and she always thought I was nice to her.
Yeah.
I just love that we have an actual shit list finally.
Mike made an addition when he was over here the other day. Put Rob Montage on the
I
list.
took it. It's off. Look, it's off.
I love
Well,
it.
I heard
off.
that he was beefing with my boy, so that's not cool.
I understand.
Kyle's cracking up right now at home.
All right. So raise your hand if you said Meryl Streep is the bigger dummy. All right. John says Meryl Streep is the bigger dummy. John is the only one that is right.
Yes.
I can't
Sharon
stand
Stone has
Meryl
a higher
Streep,
IQ than
I love her.
Meryl Streep.
I knew it.
In comparison, 148 to 143.
I could see in their eyes who's smarter. I have a gift for this.
All right.
Just give me the win.
They're whispering.
Here's
high.
another one.
Did you give me my point?
I did. It's right here.
All right.
You're up to 6 points, and you break the tie with that one.
Tie? I've been kicking this game's ass.
Yeah, but Mike's been getting a lot right.
Damn
too.
you, hairdo.
It's always
Oh,
fucking.
for the chat box wondering where Mario is, he's not coming.
But he'll be back.
He's got a very important, he's on the mountaintop in Portugal.
Is he really?
He's finding himself. Yeah. He's taking peyotes.
In the desert.
Is he really in Portugal?
No, I don't know what he's doing.
all right.
He told me last night what he was doing, and it goes in one ear out the other. Yeah, I don't tomorrow night I got that, and I just put the phone down and make a sandwich.
Yeah, you go make
Put it in the
some
fridge.
mac and
Close the fridge.
Exactly. My Sabbath fridge is listening to Mario talk, right? He's probably still talking.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Who is the bigger dummy of these two? Professional wrestler Raven.
Who?
With
There's a
Simone?
professional wrestler named Raven.
Not the metal band Raven.
No.
Okay.
And film actress and
No yawning on the show, Tommy.
I thought that was you.
It's this Tar Heel booze you're feeding me over here.
known film actress.
fuck is this shit?
Shh, quiet you.
Okay.
And known Mensa member Gina Davis.
And begin.
You're
Who
baiting
is the
us.
bigger dummy?
You're baiting us. The wrestler is the bigger dummy.
Wrestler, bigger dummy, says Tommy.
Yep.
Gina Davis versus professional wrestler Raven.
But he called her known Mensa member.
I know,
which is
true.
I know. And she's an
I'll even tell you-
she's an archery fucking champ
I'll even tell
too.
you where they went to college. He went to the University of Delaware.
Oh, Raven's a dude?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no
He
idea.
went to the University of Delaware, and she went to Boston University.
BU in the house. Go Terriers.
Terrier?
I don't know.
That's
no idea who.
Go Aardvarks.
Go Chihuahuas.
Trouser Aardvark.
It's a rebound. Oh, when he kicks it over to himself. What a move!
That was the winning goal, though. That
Yes.
It sure was.
Go ahead. Sorry. I'm excited.
Oh, Owen is shitting in his hat right now. I love it.
We got to get him to call in. Someone text him.
I can see if I can. I doubt he's going to. Because you know what? We'll fucking destroy him right now. We're on the high. He's on a low.
Whose turn is it?
Tommy wins. It's your turn.
All right. I'm saying I think it's the same kind of I don't know who Raven is, but I think it's the same kind of question that as the porn star question. And I will say that Raven is smarter and Gina Davis is slightly dumber, although she's obviously a genius.
Okay.
Genius Davis.
I have the same mind thought, and I'm going with Raven smarter, Gina Davis dumber.
Okay. John and Hairdo are correct.
Yes.
Raven is slightly smarter than Gina Davis.
Eat cheese whiz, Tommy.
Wait, did I win?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Take your victory lap.
Tommy's on playing Scrabble or something.
No, I'm updating the Instagram.
All right.
So what are the actual numbers? I'm curious.
143 to 142.
All right. Both genius level IQs from Gina Davis.
Can
and
we take
Raven.
an IQ test one day?
Yes.
We could do it and have it ready for next week.
But we have to do it like with witnesses because
No, absolutely. I mean,
we have to do it all together so there's no cheating involved.
When I
we'll
was a
do it
young
right
kid-
before the show. Everyone show up an hour before and we'll do it. No, Tommy.
I was going to say
will
Tommy's
never
going to
show
fail.
up. You know.
Tommy's going to get a 0.
I was
can
late to my
barely get
SATs, man. I know mine. I'm actually from when my brother told me. He's like, when we were younger, we took it. He told me I was 161, which
Things drop as
things
you get
drop
older.
as you get older.
You're saying you're smarter than Gina Davis
I think so.
by like a country mile.
Yeah, I think if I were to take it now,
I like
I'd
that
be
Gina Davis is now the barometer. Exactly.
the barrage ometer. I think now I'd be like 114.
Kerry on the chat box asking who's giving you these tests.
She's actually qualified. We could get her to do it.
Can we carry a PhD?
Well,
I'm going to keep calling her that. I don't care.
I was gonna say, she's like three credits short of a PhD, I think, or some shit.
Well, get back in there.
Get back in there and get that shit.
Rub some dirt on it and get back in there. You could do it, Kerry. I want to be friends with a doctor.
I'll talk to her off air, obviously. Consider we kind of half live together.
Right. Conan Neutron reminding us it measures intelligence possibility, by the way. Right. We all understand.
Everybody's a fucking genius. Let's move on with the game.
Yes. Who is the smarter of these two? Film actor and comedian and musician Steve Martin.
Genius.
I like this guy.
Or star of Homeland, Claire Danes.
Wow.
That's an interesting pairing.
All of them are interesting.
Who are we to start with?
Whoever wants to go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Claire Danes went to like an Ivy League school for some reason. I don't know why that's in my mind. Steve Martin obviously is, super fucking
Comic
smart.
genius.
You don't be that funny without being smart.
And play the fucking banjo.
And he could play the banjo. Hey, this guy is pretty good. Man, this is tough.
Somebody in the chat box asked if the two of them dated.
No, they were in a movie called Shop Girl that Steve Martin made, which I haven't seen, but she was, there were romantic interests in that movie. I don't know if they actually dated in real life.
I don't think so.
I don't know if Steve Martin's married or not.
I think he is, but I think his wife's not famous, and I think he's been married for like 40 years. Or
Again,
That makes sense.
personal preference. I'm taking Dane's dumber, Steve Martin smarter.
Cruel Shoes tour.
Exactly. 79, baby. 79, 80. That's
Mike saw Steve Martin when he was 4 years old.
I did. My parents took
Cruel
me.
Shoes tour.
It was one of, and I remember him coming out with the fucking arrow but in his head, and he's like, "Hey, oh, you mind if I fart?" You know, and he did his whole bit, and I was like, "This is awesome."
This guy speaks my language.
Yeah,
exactly.
A little something for the kids.
I don't know. What did I see him at the Garden? I guess, or like the Felt Forum or something.
It's kind of funny, you know. It's true. Like he comes out with an arrow in his head. It's for adults and kids. A little something for everyone. In this.
Yeah, I think that's probably. Well, I think because he was on SNL or whatever, and my mom was like, probably like, you know what, my son could probably see this. It's not. He's not foul mouthed. You know, he wasn't.
No, I don't think he ever. Well, he might have let one slip.
A couple, right? But it wasn't like that. Wasn't his shtick.
No,
like,
not
you
at
know,
all.
Like you cannot let children listen to this show.
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to the Cruel Shoes tour,
you should see our demographic. I looked it up.
First of all, I'd like to point out that in much the similar way, I met John Candy at a Rangers game. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard he was not a friendly guy.
I was a little kid. He shook my hand. He was a Kings fan, and he was in an L.A. Kings jersey.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, go figure.
What, they stitched two together? Sorry.
Thought he'd be a Blackhawks fan or something.
I'm going to go with Steve Martin being the smarter of the two.
So Danes is dumber.
Claire Danes is the bigger dummy.
Yeah.
That's two Danes
My
dumb.
inside intel.
John?
I'm going against the grain. I'm saying I'm going Claire Danes is smarter. Steve Martin, big dummy with an arrow through his head. That arrow through the head, it can't help your intelligence.
I think John just likes to go last so he can buck the system.
Yeah. No, I don't mind going first.
Okay.
Not good for the psyche.
You think I just like to go buck the system for the sake of it?
No. I don't doubt that you have some feelings behind it, but I do feel like there's been like twice you've been like, fuck it, I'm going against these two.
Well, it's like when Pat takes a dive.
Well, one person doesn't have an arrow through her head, and the other person does. How smart can he be? He's got a fucking stick going through his brain.
Although one of them has to work with Mandy Patinkin. Oh, let me put him on my shit list.
Oh, is he a dick?
He's a real dick.
He is the biggest.
No, you're ruining it for me. I like Mandy Patinkin.
Self-admitted too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well, at
he
least he's
knows he
self-aware.
is.
I
that
just want to point out to everyone in the audience that Hairdo's actually adding a name to the list.
Why does he actually apologize? Like, I'm sorry, I'm a dick.
No,
He's
he's done some real shitty things.
He is one of the worst fucking people in the fucking world.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he do?
There was a show on CBS he was on, and he just quit in the middle of
one of like the CSIs or some shit.
It was
it's some dumb show. I know.
Criminal Minds.
Right.
Criminal Minds. Yeah. I don't think he quit. I think
Criminal
he got fucking
Minds
fired.
on
Oh yeah, I thought he walked away from that one.
I think he got fired because no one could work with him.
Right.
He got kicked out of an ADR studio around the block from us, 729 7th Avenue there.
Yeah.
They would not work with him anymore, and he ended up coming to us, and he was so fucking nasty.
John Fallon on the chat box saying that Mandy Patinkin owes him money.
What? You know
We
what?
believe it.
Break his fucking legs.
So wait, Ryan, I want to hear this answer.
So the smarter of the two is my birthday buddy, Steve Martin.
Yeah, that's right, man. Me and Else.
And with that, Hairdo pulls into a tie.
Ooh.
With John.
I'm going to tie my wiener to John's. He's over there with his wiener out.
we'll make this sudden death overtime now, yeah?
You want to tie wieners together?
Yeah, you want to do the tie wieners?
Yeah, I'm out, but those two are in.
Hold on, let me get a beer.
Oh my God!
Fuck, man.
Can't believe it. What were the numbers, Ryan?
142 and 140.
Hey, who's the chooch
So
with
close.
the hat, by the way?
Who's the what?
That's the Broadway hat. It's given to the player who has the best game.
Haglin got the hat?
Haglin scored the overtime goal.
He did? I didn't see.
He did. He also looks like he took a puck to the face there.
We were kind of busy doing a fucking radio show.
Good old Swedish bastard. Look at him.
You beautiful Swedish bastard.
You bold beauty.
Yeah, come here, you
What would I
bald-
do without you?
I'm standing here with my dog in my hand.
Let's make this last one a presidential one.
Criminal Minds.
Well,
What a bunch of shit that show is.
We'll keep going if it continues to be tied.
I know that show. It's like there's a black dude and a girl and the Mandy Patinkin. And they try to figure. What a dumb show.
What a weird name, Mandy Patinkin.
That show sucks. Princess Bride though. Got to give him a pass for all that.
Nope. And he was in the Muppet movies.
Pass ass wife.
And I don't give him a pass for that either.
What
Fuck
number is
that
he on
guy.
the shit list? 3?
This is not in any chronological order.
Okay.
Although Sting is at the top as always.
Yeah.
That piece of garbage. That tantric sex having freak.
All right. So out of these two, who's the bigger dummy? Former President Richard Nixon or former President George Walker Bush?
Well, Bush went to Yale, right? I don't know where Nixon went. It doesn't really mean anything. I think that you're like your family. You have some kind of admissions, favoritism if your family has gone there, or they have ties, or they contribute money. So it doesn't really mean that you're that bright. I mean, I guess you have to be. He's the president of the United States. Both of them are. I mean,
Right, yeah,
I guess you got to be pretty fucking smart.
Yeah, there's a certain level you have to have.
Seems like a real dunce.
You would think.
I'm going hands. Even though I'm out of the round, I'm hands down W in it, being the dummy.
W, dummy.
Right.
Tommy Rockstar says. He just wanted to get that off his
I
chest.
just had to.
Doesn't
So,
even matter
doesn't
if he's
matter.
right or
I'm
wrong.
out
He
of the
just
game.
wanted to make sure that was understood.
Thank you.
No, please keep answering, Tom. Don't worry about whether you're in or out.
Well.
I'm going to say, surprisingly, I think Nixon is a moron.
I'm going Richard Milhouse Nixon is the dumber of the two.
Yeah, I'm with hairdo.
Okay.
Bush is smarter somehow, and he's in he's in that Skull and Bones, and they're taking tests for him.
We are going into double sudden overtime.
Oh.
Tommy Rockstar catching up.
What? We're wrong?
You're dumb and I'm smart.
Oh, no.
George Walker Bush is the dumber of the two.
What's his IQ?
His IQ is 125.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
And
which is still nothing to sneeze at, by the way.
Richard Nixon, IQ of 143.
Damn you, tricky dick.
Let's go with a couple of foreign leaders on this one.
Oh, come on. I don't know anything about these people.
Who is the dumber of these two? Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu?
That fucking asshole.
Or former Nazi leader Adolf Hitler? Who is the bigger
Wait
dummy?
a second. Hitler took an IQ test on Snopes or something?
It's the same scale of IQ test. They didn't change this shit over the last 58 years.
Yeah, I mean, they don't talk about...
They both went on BuzzFeed.
They don't talk about iPads and stuff like that on IQ tests.
So the test
apparently it's been around for a long time.
So the test is still the same, is what you're saying. This is a question I'm asking.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if the test had deviated from the original test of Jesus to now.
Well, Jesus is on the list actually. He's got an IQ of 5 million.
5 stones.
Pontius Pilate is way smarter than
Guy
Jesus.
knows everything. Because Pontius Pilate went to the University of Texas.
The entire Roman Empire versus Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Barbarous wins it all.
So what do we think?
That's Italian.
Who's the bigger dummy, Adolf Hitler or Benjamin Netanyahu?
I don't think this is a fair question, but okay.
All right, well, Hitler is an evil genius. He's got to be a
Racist.
genius.
It's a racist Ryan question.
It's Netanyahu. Let me tell you something about this guy.
He's a
this guy
real
better,
Yahoo, this
guy
guy.
better fucking take it easy and stop coming over here. They're trying to dictate policy in our country. We're in the middle of an election.
Riling up the Congress.
Douchebag going behind the president's back. Guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then he flip-flops once he wins the election.
Dude, I love flip-flops. I wear them in the summer.
Goes back.
Big flip-flop fan.
He wants to see the destruction of anything that's not Israel.
Flippity-flop.
Fuck him. Thank you.
John Houlihan ran.
I think Hitler's smarter. I can't believe you're making me choose between these two, horrible people. But I mean, Hitler obviously is much worse, I guess.
I'm going to say Eva Braun's the smartest.
This idiot Netanyahu drops bombs on children's heads. Hitler.
All right, let's leave the politics out of this. Let's just move on with the game, shall we?
No, I could say what I want.
You can,
Netanyahu.
but I'm just trying to move the game along.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Netanyahu is slightly dumber than Hitler.
What do you think?
I'm
Tom?
gonna ride with John on this, and I'm gonna say Netanyahu's dumber.
Yeah,
All right.
Let's go all three all in.
All right, all three are wrong.
I should have fucking won with that.
Adolf Hitler had an IQ of 141. And
just cracking it.
Benjamin Netanyahu has an IQ of 180.
There we go. Wow, 180.
What?
Yikes, that guy knows a few fucking things, huh?
Him and James Wood should play poker
You
against
have
each
any
other.
Hanukkah music to play for that?
He plays chess like an asshole. If his, whatever, his political grandstanding is any indication.
And the tiebreaker continues.
Why don't you work a zoo and stop bothering people?
Sudden
All right,
death.
let's make
180. Is he the highest we've had so far? It's got to be, right?
No, James Woods
had
was up there
180.
too.
Oh, James Woods.
They're as smart as each other.
James Woods should be in charge of Israel.
All right, who is the bigger dummy of these two? CEO of Microsoft, Bill Gates,
Former.
or chess player Bobby Fischer? Who is the bigger dummy?
Isn't Bobby Fischer dead?
I think
Yes.
he is.
I was just curious. That's Nothing to do with one.
Bobby
one has nothing to
Fischer
do with the other.
versus
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
I'm going to go with Bobby Fischer's the bigger dummy.
Okay. Mike?
It's a good matchup, though.
I'm thinking. What? Bobby Fischer's smarter. Gates is dumber.
Okay.
I also agree with hairdo. I think chess legend Bobby Fischer and ostracized chess legend is and eventual crackpot is smarter than whoever.
Well, you are correct. Bobby Fischer is smarter than Bill Gates.
You both win, and we continue.
Bill Gates is the bigger dummy. He has an IQ of 160.
What an idiot.
Yeah, what a dumbass.
And Bobby Fischer has an IQ of a Barrage record 187.
Whoa! 187. That guy, he's smart.
Because you stole it.
All
So
right.
we're still neck and neck.
We're in sudden death overtime, hairdo and I, and we have not. No one's bowing down.
All right, Al Troutwig versus John
Ron
Davidson.
Duguay.
Oh, Ron Duguay.
Ron Duguay, because of his haircut, is smarter than Al Troutwig.
Duguay actually for the playoffs wearing a regular suit, which is interesting. He usually wears those.
He looks like
crazy
he's in the
clothes.
replacements. When
He does.
The
His
new
haircut
replacement.
and his clothes. And he's about the same age.
So we're going to have to, let's wrap this up. I'm going to give you 3 on this one, and you tell me which one is the biggest dummy of the 3.
Ooh.
Okay? Film actress Jodie Foster, excuse me.
I was going to say, Jodie Fisher?
I was
Who the
thinking
hell is
of, I was
that?
thinking of Bobby Fischer. I'm sorry.
She was up for the part.
I've never seen Jodie Fisher in anything.
She's terrible.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Super smart.
Pop legend Madonna.
Okay.
No.
Or film actress Nicole Kidman.
Oh, God damn it.
Of the 3, which is the biggest dummy?
I've worked with 2 of them, and I don't know which one is the smarter one.
I'm going to start things off and say Madonna's the biggest dummy.
Wait. No, at this point, we have to say who's the smartest.
No.
Is that correct?
I just realized that the 2 answers for biggest dummy because they actually tie.
Oh, can we continue with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just name the biggest dummy if you get this.
No. You
It's
have to
the same thing as naming the smartest person if the 2 dummies tie. It's the
Oh,
same exact thing.
I guess. Yeah, all right, fine.
Biggest
I'm a
dummy, Madonna.
I'm pretty good at math.
All right, so you say Madonna's the bigger dummy.
Biggest.
The biggest dummy.
Yeah, 3.
All right, John?
All right, what are the choices? Nicole Kidman, Madonna,
and Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster, famous lesbian actress. Well, Jodie Foster was pretty smart keeping that her homosexuality hid for so long.
With John's theories.
Nicole Kidman was not smart enough to get away from Tom Cruise for a while, but she eventually did, and I know she went to like an Ivy League school.
Who did?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh.
I think she went to Princeton, as a matter of fact.
Princeton, bro.
And Madonna, I mean, that's a definition of a go-getter right there, my friend.
From the streets of New York.
Well, actually, she's from Detroit.
She's from Michigan, yeah.
Donna Ciccone.
Man, this is tough. Did Mike answer yet?
Nope. It's up to you.
All right, I'm saying the biggest dummy. Is Nicole Kidman.
Okay. What did you say, Tommy? You said
Madonna's.
You said Madonna, and Mike?
I say Nicole Kidman is the dummy.
You
Same
guys
answer
can't
as
keep
John?
answering the same because
We
then
need to move on.
No. That was my. I wish I could have written it down because that was my dead.
No,
my,
it's not his fault if his answer is his answer.
She is one of the 2 bigger dummies out of the.
Who's the other moron?
Madonna actually is the smartest out of all.
So dumb.
I actually.
What's her real name?
Madonna Ciccone.
Yeah.
Now that's Italian.
Nicole Kidman and Jodie Foster both have an IQ of 132.
I actually, in my mind, I had Jodie Foster as the smartest.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
All right, keep tie breaking over here, Ryan.
All right. I know. Anybody else getting tired of this?
You're getting tired of this.
Oh.
This is my dick.
What happened to those guys?
Who is the bigger dummy out of these 2? Pop artist Andy Warhol or physicist Stephen Hawking?
Okay, now one of you guys have to disagree with each
Hawking
other.
versus Warhol. Let me go first here. I'll give Mike the break.
Why are you going to give me the break?
All right, you go first.
Fuck.
See? No, you're never happy, no matter what the decision.
No, that's not true. I listen. I want to go. I want to go Warhol dumb.
All right.
So you're saying that like the world's leading physicist versus a guy who finger paints tomato cans and hangs out with Lou Reed.
Right there's where he made his first mistake.
Man, you know what? Let's end this game right here. No matter what, one of us will be wrong. I'm saying Andy Warhol has a higher IQ than Stephen Hawking.
Mark John's words.
And
I hate the way
drum
this
roll,
is about
Chinese
to turn
gong,
out.
please.
All right, John, thank you so much for throwing your body on the grenade.
Damn it.
Stephen Hawking has an IQ of 160.
Ooh.
Hawking, I'm sorry.
He's not as smart as James Wood?
James Woods is smarter than Stephen Hawking.
Amazing.
And Andy Warhol has
I was in Casino.
I love this movie.
And Andy Warhol has an IQ of 86.
Oh, I told you that idiot. That
Congratulations, Hairdo. You are the winner of Who is the Biggest Dummy?
Yeah, Hairdo.
Certainly not you, my friend.
Good job,
Certainly
John.
not
Taking
you.
one for the
I
team.
said the finger-painted tomato cans.
That's very
Should
smart.
count for
I
something.
agree.
Yeah,
Man, he's
Hairdo,
like
nice
literally
job.
half of Stephen Hawking.
I have 2 weeks in a
John,
row, man.
John, you saved the platoon. You jumped on the grenade.
I'm an artist. No, you're freaking, mentally challenged.
Oh, man. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
It's time for the news.
We're not taking a break first?
We can. Well, no.
No,
it's
there's no break.
10:45.
15 minutes left, and
Let's
let's
do
end.
it.
Now we're back on the clock?
No,
okay,
no.
I like it.
No, but I want to keep it close.
And you guys are going to be excited because I was gone last week, so now I've got triple the news.
Oh, boy. Triple threat. Congratulations, Hairdo. Nice job there.
Yeah.
I can't believe I thought Andy Warhol was smarter than Stephen Hawking. I thought Ryan was trying to trick us.
Secretly, I don't believe it, John Julian.
Well, I wanted to kind of... anyway. Good job, Hairdo.
Good game,
Fucker.
Ryan. Let's give it up for Ryan.
Yeah, that was a
Very
great game. Nice job.
Intellectual.
Woo!
game. Yeah.
Where the hell's my news clips?
I like calling smart people stupid. Makes me feel good.
Non-breaking news. Tommy Rockstar.
All right, Tommy, what's in the news, my friend?
A lot of stuff, guys, all around the country. Bringing it to you first, center. Right
Before
here,
you start, do you have the... there was something today about the buffalo running across the highway and people shooting it. Did you see that shit?
I didn't see that. It's horrible. Tell me about
I'll send it to you later.
All right. People can't shoot a buffalo because it's trying to make its own way.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a herd of buffalo escaped from a farm, and this guy's just picking them off with sniper rifles.
Fucking assholes. Let's throw it some darts.
I didn't even know there were buffalo left.
Was it in Buffalo?
No, it was in somewhere. I don't know. Like Jersey.
People are assholes. Corral that shit back to its farm and fuck
Exactly.
off. Stupid assholes.
Buffalo are cool.
Yeah.
It's a majestic beast.
That's right. It's like there's like one rhino left and people can try to fucking kill it. Go fuck off.
Yeah, they have to like put armed guards around like the last rhinos and stuff. It's crazy.
I'm gonna step back from this conversation because it makes me really fucking angry.
Yeah.
People are so dumb. Fuck you.
I'm with you, Tom.
Yep. Anyway, this is out of Omaha's, Nebraska's. This is a man found guilty of killing 4 people in Nebraska, allegedly attempted to carve the number 666 into his forehead, but ended up botching the job, accidentally carving the numbers 999.
I saw this.
Dick.
Well, he was in prison already.
Yeah.
And by the way, just so you guys know, and for those of you at home that may not have seen this story, the guy is completely face tattooed up and down.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Like
always a good move.
It's not like
What's his IQ?
It's not like he was a pristine beauty when he walked into the prison
I think
cell.
he's sick, but 5. According to local sources,
My face, my valuable face.
According to local sources, 28-year-old Nico Jenkins told the district judge Peter Battalion during a recent telephone hearing. They have telephone hearings, by the way. It's weird.
Yes, that when you can't leave your jailhouse, you get like a video conference with a judge.
Harry would know. A hearing that
unfortunately
he quote self-mutilated himself by trying to carve the symbolic number known as the number of the beast into his forehead. Jenkins then reportedly told the judge that he made a mistake in his carving. He apparently got confused as he was looking into a mirror and ended up cutting the 6s backwards, leaving him with 3 upside-down 6s. Jenkins pleaded no contest to 4 counts of first-degree murder and 8 weapons charges. Last April, he was found guilty of fatally shooting 4
When you
people.
plead guilty to first-degree murder and they're like, you want to plead guilty to the other weapons charges? Like, no, I'm going to fight those 8 weapons charges, my friend. Fuck that.
It's ridiculous. Jenkins is scheduled to face a death penalty hearing in July. Sentencing was initially delayed because of questions over his mental health. Doctors are reportedly split if he's got schizophrenia or not. Jenkins,
Doctors are split. It's one doctor who's schizophrenic.
The judge
He's
ruled
split too.
that Jenkins was competent to participate in the upcoming hearing. However, it's unclear whether he will attempt to use this incident of self-mutilation to avoid it.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes. We'll give you the world.
This one is.
I've been trying to find like the
me too. I
by
can't
itself.
The Newswatch never
It's hard.
stops.
I'm trying to find it too.
This is 1010 Wins.
The Newswatch never stops here on Live from the Barrage.
You give us 22 ounces of Heineken, we'll give you the world.
We got to sick Mr. King on that to find that the typewriter's going.
I typed it into YouTube. I can't find it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
This story is out of England. A agoraphobic grandmother who conquered her fear of open spaces and finally built up the nerve to leave her home for the first time in 10 years.
You give us 22 ounces of Heineken, we'll give you the world.
How'd you do that?
That was quick.
No, I'm only kidding. I've said it before.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking callbacks from 2 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, an agoraphobic grandmother who conquered her fear of open spaces and finally built up the nerve to leave her home for the first time first time in 10 years, only to fall down a manhole once she left her house.
That's kind of awesome.
The woman,
You know what? It wasn't Dick. It
Manhole
wasn't.
Dick.
It wasn't. It wasn't meant to be, man.
I guess not.
This lady should have been fucking happy in her house.
You guys are gonna lose your fucking shit on this next sentence. The woman,
I hope so,
whose name is Janet Fall. I'm not even making that up. Age 57.
That's like Jack Tripper.
Yeah.
You know.
Was out with a friend in West Sussex area of London.
I got him.
I'm good. As part of her rehabilitation, when she moved a wooden pallet to help the parish, that was out, reverse the car when she accidentally plunged down the open hole.
What, she moved it while she was standing on it?
She got out and moved it.
She's like David Copperfield over here.
The woman now sports 2 black eyes and a fractured leg after smashing her face on the pallet and was left in a split position as only one of her legs went down the hole properly.
Jesus Christ.
The grandmother of 4 said, this is where it kind of gets gruesome. I
like it.
I was with a friend helping her reverse her out of the car park, and there was a wooden pallet in the way. I moved the pallet with my foot, and I was going to turn around and ask, is that far enough? When I fell in the manhole. Never in my life did I think there would be a hole underneath me.
Really? How do you spend your whole life like
Janet Fall?
If your name's Fall, like your whole life you're spending looking for a hole.
Oh, there's so many. There's dirty innuendos in there too.
I thought I'd just fallen over. It was awful. I smashed my face in the pallet and was in the hole with blood all over me, and I couldn't move for hours.
Oh.
The woman reckons she has been set back for years in her battle for debilitating conditions.
This.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm staying in the bathroom.
Which has
she's gonna fall in the toilet.
It's left her housebound for a decade with fears that she'll never be able to leave her home again.
Oh, poor thing.
I know. Miss Fall, who lives in Crawley.
This is the lyrics to an Alanis Morissette song.
She lives in Manhole, England.
Yeah.
She went to school with Ozzy.
Where do you live? I live in a freak accident in Manchester.
I live in a freak accident in fucking New Zealand.
Yeah. Miss Fall, who lives in Crawley, UK, says,
Miss Fall.
It's hard for me to go anywhere now. I was getting so much better, but now I'm not sure.
Ah, the poor woman.
Yeah, we'll see. Poor lady. This one's out of Wisconsin.
She's agoraphobic. If you're agoraphobic and you fall into a hole, you just make a new life down there. You don't want to leave.
She's in a comfortable place.
The mole people.
She's like the people beneath the stairs type shit.
Right. I saw this movie. James Franco cuts his arm off or something in the manhole.
Hey, James Franco's got an IQ of 180, all right?
You met James Franco at that bar out west.
He went to Columbia.
He's a big Cracker fan.
Yeah.
I'm not James Franco. It's Frank. It's Frank from Maspeth.
It's Frank James Co., asshole.
Frank James Co.
Oh, Tommy Rockstar. I know you. Oh, you think I'm De Niro? No, this is Frank. Frank Rizzo. Maspeth, Queens.
I play in the band The Bush Cookers.
I'm the lead singer for the Bush Cookers.
That's a great band name, by the way.
The Bush Cookers.
I love it. This story is out of Wisconsin.
We do porno theme songs.
Bush cookers.
I play bass in the Bush Cookers. Hey, what are you doing out here? Oh, sorry. I thought you were Meryl Streep. Oh, it's Frank.
That's exactly how I felt when he said that.
Aren't you Harrison Ford?
Oh, it's Frank.
Frank Rizzo.
It's Frank from Sunnyside. Harrison Ford's.
This story is out of Wisconsin. An undercover beer bust in Minnesota has caught the attention of the nation's biggest beer swingers. The new Galaris Brewing Company, their famed Spotted Cow beer, which is an easy drinking cream ale.
Right, I know this stuff.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I know the beer. I don't know the story. Yeah.
Is a Wisconsin institution. Turn the page. Only within that
Turn
state.
the page. What are you, Bob Seger? No, it's not Bob Seger. It's me, Frank.
Excuse me, Chief. You've got tickets to Bob Saget.
Oh
no! Breaking news: Elaine Vigneault finally spit his gum out.
Onto Carl Hagelin's hair.
He's wearing the Broadway gum.
Ned Flanders is using a hammer to get it out.
So the new Galaris Brewing Company's famed Spotted Cow.
Last night's watching did come in handy.
It did.
So go ahead.
Their famed Spotted Cow beer, which is an easy drinking cream ale that many locals rave about, is a Wisconsin institution.
It's Galaris, by the way.
Galaris, that's it. Only in that state. Apparently, the microbrewer is only licensed to distribute a limited beer supply within the state of Wisconsin, but the beer cops in neighboring Minnesota take that rule very seriously.
There you go.
State local enforcers ran a sting operation on the Maple Tavern in Maple Grove, Minnesota last week after an anonymous rat informed them the bar had been serving Spotted Cow on tap and boasting about it on social media.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look at that. According to court documents, 2 undercover officers rolled into the bar on April 13th and successfully ordered a glass of Spotted Cow. Apparently, they'll be the last customers to enjoy it, as Minnesota's Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division confiscated all 6 kegs the bar's manager's stash that he purchased from a Wisconsin liquor store. How about that?
It's Glare Us, by the way. I'm being told. I have no idea. I'm not even listening to the story. What happened? Somebody drank a beer?
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of things over here. I'm sorry.
The Maple Tavern, their owner could face charges of felony for resale. According to sources, Minnesota residents will have to go back to the old-fashioned way of drinking Spotted Cow, driving over the border.
And Gina Davis challenged everyone to a Scrabble match.
James Woods, inventor of Scrabble. Excuse me, Mr. Woods. I'm a really big fan. No, it's Frank. It's Frank from Newark. I play with you guys in a Warped Tours.
Who's losing his shit?
No, I wrote it for no effects.
That's more plausible.
Come on, Tommy, sing with me. We are the sons of no one. Yeah. These guys are fucking great.
Excuse me, Mr. President. I don't mean to bother you. No, it's Phil. My name is Phil, and I'm white.
I'm going to throw up.
Hey, what's the guy from Groundhog's Day? Phil?
Ned
Ryerson.
Ned Ryerson.
Ned Ryerson.
Ned Ryerson?
This is
He gives him a little pat on the ass. That's the best part.
I'm going to try something I never tried before.
What's that?
Jesus.
Clicking on a YouTube link in the chat box and seeing if it works. Ready?
It's going to come out, yeah. Unless it has an ad.
The typewriter has greatly influenced the business, commercial, and economic progress.
Oh, somebody sent us the typewriter sound.
Today,
No, that wasn't it. I had it. I've been playing it the whole time. No, it didn't work. There you go. There's your answer, Fishbowl.
Fishbulb. Well, this is the last story of the night, fellas. This is it's a local story out of Brooklyn. A Brooklyn woman was recently billed over $12,000 after she used the car-sharing taxi service Uber last month.
12 grand.
I know this story.
12 grand for a cab ride.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Drive me to Hawaii.
Yeah. I want to go to Hawaii. Jamie Hassel's March 28th Uber ride from her East Williamsburg apartment to Midtown.
Hold on. Can I step in? I say that she's dumber than Uber.
This is true.
What's her name? Jamie charged me 12 grand for a cab ride. Jones?
Yeah.
Like Janet Fall?
I think at that rate, man, at $12,000 is ridiculous. Jamie Hassel.
Mind if I make this for myself? Puts the flag down.
They should have drove me through my apartment.
Jamie Hassel's March 28th Uber ride from her East Williamsburg apartment to Midtown covered all of 7 miles in 35 minutes, but resulted in a $12,251 taxi bill. This is because it was snowing lightly outside of, and Hassel's acknowledged that surge pricing was in effect, a price gouging feature in the app. Still, she decided to call an Uber, concerned that the train would make her late to her planned pub crawl on East 51st Street.
What a dick. I'm going to go to the pub crawl, bro. Let me call an Uber.
That was slated to start at 1 p.m. Hassel told TRN by phone this morning that her driver seemed distracted.
Did you really call her?
No, I just copied this from BuzzFeed, and I got to switch out BuzzFeed from fucking.
Make sure you slide your name in there.
It's a fucking pain in the ass too with the edit.
Ryan, you're breaking down the fourth wall. What are you doing, man?
Jesse Eisenberg reports.
This is Jesse Eisenberger's reporting from down in the sewers.
Mrs. Hassel said, quote, "The guy picked me up, and he just sat there for a while, maybe for 5 minutes or so."
I'm sick of these typewriter sounds. Sorry, I got to turn it off.
Yeah, it's getting
Can't take
nuts.
it.
At first, he followed his GPS. However, he soon started
I feel
taking...
like I'm in Mad Men.
At first, the driver followed his GPS. However...
Have a Manhattan. Let's have sex with women.
Jody, get me a sidecar.
On this episode of Mad Men...
Have you guys heard of cocaine?
Let's beat women and drink whiskey.
Nice beehive hairdo.
Have an old-fashioned... Let's advertise stuff. All right.
Then we'll go to the burlesque.
She said, quote, "At first, he first started following his GPS. However, he soon started taking phone calls, checking his voicemail, going on Facebook, and ignoring directions."
What did he drive her to fucking Florida? Like, what the
This is
fuck?
like last week when Rich drove me to Great Neck for cigarettes.
Yeah, I heard that.
He charged me $12,000 too. That fuck.
The lady continued on. Quote, "I was paying attention to his GPS, and I see him go past McGinnis Boulevards.
She's going to Brooklyn from Midtown, or
the other way
from Brooklyn to Midtown.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm really curious how he's going to get to 51st Street. Things got more hairy on the second approach to McGinnis. Hassel said that the driver allegedly said that the driver missed his turn again and continued straight onto the BQE road.
There we were passing Soldier Field.
Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. What is he, like an airplane? He has to take a second pass around. He's not landing a plane.
She recalled, quote, "He slammed on
We're
his...
running out of fuel."
And he slammed on his brakes and stopped in the middle of the BQE on-ramp and then put the car in reverse. According to her account...
Holy shit, this
Can you
sounds
imagine?
scary.
Yeah, it is scary. According to her account, she had to repeatedly urge the driver to get out of reverse and continue in the direction of traffic. Jesus. The rest of the ride was punctuated with
This
lane...
is uber scary.
I have audio of her, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's it?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up.
This is her in the car.
Wrap that shit up, B.
You're going the wrong way.
How would he know?
The rest of the ride was punctuated with lane cutting, both while exiting the Pulaski Bridge and the Midtown Tunnel. By the end of the trip, quote, "The driver was driving in the bus lane to make up for lost time."
Nice. Good move.
I had him drop me off a block away from the bar because I didn't want him to be in the car anymore. I felt very unsafe.
If she would have gotten dropped off door to door, it would be like 15.5.
Asked why she didn't get out of the car sooner, Hassel admitted, "I felt stupid because I was stuck with him." Hassel's initial receipt for the ride was $56.40, which she immediately contested, claiming the driver had unnecessarily extended the ride.
This happens all the time in Chicago. It doesn't really happen around here, but apparently you really have to like stay on top of the cab driver in Chicago. They'll go the wrong way
Really?
on purpose. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat box can attest to this.
Tony Lynn and I were in LA in 2005, and we got in a cab. We needed to go like just down the Sunset Strip. It was maybe like a 5-minute cab ride, and the guy charged us like $40 or $50, and we were like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
For 5 minutes?
Yeah, it was just literally like 8 blocks.
Tommy, you're 6'6". Did you punch him dead in the face?
We just jumped out of the car and didn't pay.
Maybe he was billing you for the hole you cut with a sawzall on the top of the roof so you could sit in the back.
Giraffe.
It's a cabriolet. It's Hungarian for fast car.
It's like the Monster Mobile.
So Hassel's
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Hi,
I won't.
Hi, I'm Jesse Eisenberg. Hi,
You
Herman.
do a
Munster.
hell of a Fred Gwynn over there.
No.
Lily.
Grandpa.
Hassel's initial.
Fred Gwynn totally like. I think he's the first gay character on TV.
He was gay.
Well, Herman Munster is kind of effeminate. You don't think?
Herman Munster is, but I don't think Fred Gwynn was gay.
No, I don't think he's gay, but he played Herman Munster a little gay.
Fruity Frankenstein.
Little light on the loafers.
Fruity Frankenstein is my favorite discontinued cereal.
A little light in the Frankenstein shoes.
Oh my God!
Hassel's initial receipt was
So it said $56
$40.
And how did she get charged $5,000?
Which she immediately contested, claiming the driver had unnecessarily extended the ride.
This is how me and Hairdo would contest that ride. We get out and we just
leave.
Yeah.
Right,
and we don't even run. And the guy's like, "You owe me money," and we're like, "Yeah, you
right.
owe me this. Fuck you."
And grab your crotch.
Good luck.
Show it to him.
Yeah, I'll see you in court, guy. I don't know and who doesn't know my name,
and will never find me.
Fuck yourself.
So Miss Hassel's
That's when you throw him over the roof of the car.
Fruit Brute. That's what I was thinking of.
Sent an email immediately to Uber
Is
support.
her name really Fruit Brute?
No, Fruit Brute's a discontinued cereal like Boo Berry or Count Chocula.
I thought it was like a fruit roll-up.
No, there was a Fruit Brute, and if you watch Pulp Fiction,
Really?
Eric Stoltz's character is eating Fruit Brute when the phone rings when John Travolta calls.
Wow.
Quentin Tarantino, very high IQ.
So the woman sent an email to Uber support.
Got to be a fucking genius to write that.
Who responded a few days later by sending the lady back a response with a bill of $12,251. So she called to complain about $56, and they were like, "All right, well that's cool. Here's the bill for $12,000."
What the fuck, Uber? Uber's fucking up all over the place.
I like the CEO's mind.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck this girl. Charge her $12,000. Let's see if she backs down to
Maybe
the
she
56.
pays it.
She pays the 56, and we're good to go.
Oh my God! I was talking to my mom the other day. She gets a virus on the computer again.
Oh, here we go. PC, right?
They're down in Florida, of course. PC.
Get him the Mac, dude. It's worth
I
your
know.
time.
I wanted to tell her that, and I said, I stopped myself from telling her that because I didn't want another 20-minute conversation about how things she's not going to understand anyway.
Of course.
And she's like, "Oh, I have this virus," and of course. She clicks on the thing that's like, "Get rid of the virus," which is another virus. And there's I'm telling him, like, don't click on anything. It's just all
click this?
It's all bullshit. So she actually calls the number, and the guy on the phone wants $200.
Oh my God!
Tell me she didn't offer it to him.
No, my dad came in and fucking threw the phone out the window before she had it. He stepped in and stopped that crap. She would have paid him the $200.
I know, my mom too. You gotta
what's
love
wrong?
older people and
Jesus, God, man.
Get a
Jesus,
Mac.
God.
See, I'm my mom's tech support, so anytime
Yeah,
there's
me
anything
too.
fishy, she's always like,
Right.
And
No,
more
she
often
knows.
than
She's
not,
like, I know. I
I've
learned my
gotten
lesson.
involved, and I'll be like, "Who is this?" Like if there's a phone, I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" Get the fuck out of here,
Queens.
Get the fuck out of my face.
She's on like McAfee with a K, and she's clicking and clicking away. They just keep clicking shit. Stop clicking.
Deeper and deeper.
Deeper and deeper. So
My whole screen is covered in these ads.
she's trying to put cash in the disk drive because it's an old computer.
Why are you
It has a disk drive.
Why are you doing stand up? Dying over here.
She taped a 20 to the floppy disk and stuck it in.
She's photocopying money and sending it to them.
Will this work?
Take a picture of your bank account statement and send it to me, and I'll fix your virus.
I've been using the same email address for I don't even know 15 years now. I get just the crappiest fucking spam ever.
Tall stud at AOL.
I get this thing called My Life telling me I'm in danger. My security's in danger. Who the fuck are you? My security's not in danger.
You're in danger. I am the danger.
I was gonna say I am the danger. I'm the one who fucking knocks, motherfucker. Like I'm the one who causes danger on people. Get the fuck out of my face.
Send me $100. I'm the Nigerian prince.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm the king of Nigeria. Don't you understand?
I think you guys give me an idea for next week's show. I'm going to actively seek out these spammers and get them to call in as a guest on the show. That'll be amazing.
Oh, we should definitely call, or
Let's
at least
do that.
call their support.
Let's do that. That's next week's episode. You hear that, audience? We're calling spammers from around the world, and starting with Nigeria.
You're next, Chad.
I can't wait to hear the goddamn emails we get all week.
Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, we're totally doing this next week.
All right. Was that the last story?
No, and it ends up and it says, details of the story are actually still developing, but rumors have it that the woman is now having to owe $16,000 after a third email.
Just keep upping it.
McAfee with a K.
To be continued, and that's the news.
That's the news. Nice job, Tommy Rockstar.
Very good.
Very good,
let's
guys.
Wrap this thing up. Don't worry, Conan Neutron. If you're listening, I will text you in just a couple of minutes to tell you to hit the stop button. Thanks for listening live from the Barrage on Radio Nope. Listen to Radio Nope 24 hours a day to hear the best watch the best movies, I think, on this channel.
Was that an ad?
Yeah. I don't know. My throat got spammed. I have a virus.
It's McAfee with a K.
Thanks, everyone, for listening on the chat box. And don't forget to listen to all the other great shows on this radio station. Yeah. And I guess try the TuneIn app if you're into that. I'm not, but hey, what can you do? Go to livefromthebarrage.nyc. And if you want to hear the old shows, they're all archived on livefromthebarrage.com/podcasts. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week, I guess, right?
See you later.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
John.
Yes. Oh, shit. Yeah, go ahead. I had you.
Yeah, auto mechanic. Looking for a job.
Yeah.
Put your voice on, I'll talk to him. Are you applying for a job? That's right, okay. All right, where are you working now? Well, right now I just had to leave an old job because the difference is in my fucking voice. Really, then? I said we'll call you tomorrow. Okay. Okay? So I'll see you tomorrow with my tools, fuckface.
I'll see you tomorrow with my tools, fuckface. This week on Conan Neutron's Protonic Reversal, tune in to hear Tim Midyet of Silkworm, and we'll see you next week.
because the light was on.